Hi, everybody. How are we? It's Friday. It's Friday. I feel like I forgot something, but I don't know what that could be. So I guess we'll just feel like kind of anxious and unusual for the first like 10 or 15 minutes of chat until the feeling either goes away or I remember the thing that I was supposed to do. I've got some big announcements today. Lots of buckle up, strap in. Okay, well, first announcement, Kendrick Lamar dropped a new album about 3.5 hours ago. And it's sick as hell. So that's awesome. That's super cool. That's the first thing. That's not even about me, but I feel like that's relevant and topical, so I'm gonna tell everybody about it. Next thing. We have inducted a new moderator into our midst. We've tricked yet another beloved community member into shouldering burdens for us. So let's officially welcome Level 99 Skeleton to the mod team. Who is it? It's Darius. Hi, Ilias. It's so good to. Yeah, I can fucking got another one, right? I'm tricking him. We're pulling the wool over everyone's eyes. So we have Darius is now a moderator. Darius has been hosting movie night for the last couple months. Basically, anything fun and cool that's been on the server has been Darius's idea. So I'm very grateful to have Darius on in an official capacity. Speaking of the things that Darius does, movie night tomorrow at the usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll be watching Men in Black, which I'm thrilled for because I actually really legitimately like that movie. And we have a community game night tonight after stream. What time is that at, Darius? And we'll be playing Lethal Company together. If you wish to play, please pop a comment into the Play Together channel. We are doing it gaming night with Twitch subs, the same thing with movie night. If you would like to just watch and participate in a lurking capacity, we will have our players streaming the game. Not me, though. I do enough streaming. None of you need to see. I don't want to. Well, I might. I'm a really bad Lethal Company player, so I'm going to die immediately, and I'm not going to bring any loot back, and everything I do is going to be really embarrassing. I'm going to, like, walk into chasms and get got by monsters, basically, like, as soon as I step out of the ship. I'm going to get lost in the darkness. It's not good. At 6 p.m. Pacific tonight, we've got an event up for people who are in the Discord and are not on Pacific time or are like me and can't remember things. If you're in the Discord, we've got that event tab already up for your benefit. If you're not in the Discord and you want to join, we've got a command for that. Join us. It's fun. We have fun together. Okay, Kendrick, mod stuff, events. Yeah. Do you remember a year ago when I was like, I'm going to start posting videos on YouTube? And then I did 12 VODs of Dark Souls 3 and then stopped. Well, no more of that, my friends. No more inactivity. As of today, we have started processing actual short and long form video for YouTube. I have 2 shorts. One clip needs to be put onto YouTube. I forgot to do that this morning. We've got 2 new TikToks up. These are brand new videos. Not even like clipped moments. They've been edited. They have effects and stuff. I think they're funny. If you think they suck, hey, help me out. Leave a comment. Boost my algorithm. Tell me that. Be mean to me on the internet. Like, I don't know. It's content. I've got mixed feelings about it. It's weird being a content creator when you don't particularly want to be physically perceived. Kind of weird. But like, we have to play the game. So if you're into that, we're posting that. I think they're funny. I think they're silly. And that is made possible by the editing acumen of our other beloved moderator, Al Austin. So thank you, Al. I keep tricking my friends into helping me out. It's great. It's great. I will be publishing our very first long form Silent Hill video tomorrow, just before we go live, which I think will be very cool and fun. It's silly and I like it. Yeah. So we're trying. And this is a perfect timing to remind me for the other cool thing that we are doing. I have been officially accepted into the Fractal Creator Program, which is really sick and dope and nice. I am a huge fan of the products that Fractal creates. I'm really passionate about them as a brand. every PC I've ever owned, which admittedly is just 2, but you know, if I had nickels, that's a lot, has used Fractal components. So I am really excited, yeah, to be a part of the program, because I think that Fractal makes some legitimately really cool stuff, and I really like the ethos of their company. I had to wait to build my PC because the Fractal Terra was sold out after release, because it was so cool and fun and nice. Now, I can't show her to you because she's got cables plugged in, but she's over here and I'm touching her fondly, and if I had the cable slack to lift her up and move her over, I would do that, but I can't. So go to Fractal's website and look at the Terra instead. I got her in green. She's so beautiful. She's my favorite thing. So I'm really excited for that. I'm also really excited for Ilias gifting that sub to Geketsu. Thank you, Ilias. Happy Friday. Yes. Okay, by the way, both of them. I wonder how many, okay, I see in my brain, now I'm like, I wonder what the average number of PCs that you will own is. Ha! I thought like a bug flittered off the corner, but it is a giant tuft of mochi fur just like trailing through the air. Now you all can't see it because my camera's not high fidelity enough, but thanks, Mochi. Thanks for giving me a fright and giving me a scare. Gift subs are 35%. Are they? So much. Geketsu. So I have the Fractal Terra in green with the walnut accent. Oh my God. Son, thank you so much for gifting 20 subs to members of the community. That is incredible. That is incredible. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Son, you're just the best. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you. And I did say thank you. Thank you. I'm hopeful. And I have needed on Mustang, legitimately. That's what I'm saying. It's like, good golly. But it's been a very productive week, and I look forward to creating more fun things. Oh yeah, unrelated to like my dub announcements, but like kind of tangentially related to Kendrick Lamar doing cool stuff, only in the sense that it's cool media I want to share with you all. Arcane drops tomorrow, the final act. I'm not gonna be normal about this. Yeah. Evil Cake, enjoy your sub. Yeah, Sunflows, thank you so much for gifting those out. Nothing but love for you, son. Did miss the big announcement? There were several big announcements. So yes, I just finished all of them. Hi, Gorbsby. It's good to see you though. No, yeah, I think the cases are really, quite frankly, really reasonably priced for the quality that they are. They're incredibly aesthetically appealing. They're fun to build in and with and look at. I'm just a really big, genuine fan of them, and it feels really cool to partner with a brand that I am like, that I use and actively support. It feels nice. So they're so pretty. They're so pretty, Geketsu. They are so pretty. Just I keep touching her. I wish I could show you, but I can't pick her up. But I did a mini ITX build. So we stream off of a shoebox. She's about this big. She's little. She's strong. She's strong. And you may say, well, Crow, if you'd gone with a full-size PC case, you know, you wouldn't be having the GPU issues that you're having with Silent Hill. And to that I say, no, I don't think so. I think Silent Hill Remake is badly optimized, actually. I don't think that's a build issue. You got the torrent? Yo, what was the first one that I had? I like inherited it from a friend. A friend was like, I'm redoing my entire build for Black Friday. Do you want this PC? You don't have one. And I said, yeah. And that was my very first Fractal case. And now here we are. And I built my very own PC using a Fractal case. Last year with a donation goal that the community helped me fund. So it's awesome. You're all awesome, and I love you muchly. It might have been a Define. Do you have a partner code yet? I don't think so, but I can ask. I can ask. I'll see what I can do to hook y'all up, right? But we've got the Fractal chat command. I've got a link in the about section with a panel if you're so interested in perusing and browsing the wares. You know, having a gander, if you would. Paint it. You. Geketsu, are you gonna paint it yourself? Oh, let me see. Yes, that is mine. That's mine, Kate. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's everything to me. Everything in my room she matches. Every time I see her, I smile. Yes, Tommy, they have done such unique designs over the last couple of years, and like they're gorgeous and functional. Like, I don't know, really, I'm really enthusiastic about Fractal Pro. Like, really, genuinely, I think they're terrific. So it feels really nice to partner with them in a somewhat official capacity. Yeah, it feels happy. I'm happy. Yes, Crow Muno. Wow, we're bringing out the full name. Yes, Ilias X. When you were getting it immediately. Ilias, are you seeing this TikTok for the first time? I did post it an hour ago, so it is brand new. I thought you'd like that. Yeah, I put that up because it's Final Fantasy themed, and we're going to be playing Final Fantasy today. So I thought it was topical and appropriate. Like, again, like, he's not Americ or Xenos, but I'd give him a suck. Like, maybe not my best one, but like he'd still get one. So hi, Dominique. Welcome in, everybody. It's Friday. And I'm unhinged. Oh, one more announcement, actually, now that I just saw Sun gigantify the emotes, and thank you for that. I have temporarily removed the soundboard from the channel because I saw an announcement like this morning while I was working on other things, so I didn't have time to investigate, that they have included a library of AI voices, and I'm like, okay, whose voices? So we've suspended that until I can do a little bit of digging and figure out exactly what's going on, because people deserve to be paid for their voice work. So yeah, I frowned, I was scowling. So we'll see. I need to see what's going on over there before I re-enable it. But yeah, exactly. I'm glad some strong handshakes to everyone. I'm glad we're on the same page. Jump from the moon, break the stratosphere to deliver that bonk. Hinginess levels minus yeah, like a perfectly adequate suck. Whoa! Anyway, it feels good. It feels good to share these fun things with you guys. I'm really excited for them, and hopefully I will have some additional exciting news to share in the upcoming weeks as we progress towards the new year. So B minus? Ilias, let's not sell me short here, okay? B minus? I mean, we can raise the bar a little bit. Man, I talk big game for a gay person that don't leave the house. I love you all so much. I'm so glad we can smile and be silly. I wasn't familiar with your game. But I felt that, yeah, Lana, you know, like I got a lot to say for somebody that doesn't put it into practice, but like, you know, I can make my comments. I can quip and bant with the best of them. This tea might be cold. Lukewarm. We will make new tea on break. Received an email that I was gifted a sub, and now I'm here. Hi, Garnio. Yes. One of our community members gifted some subs are on sale right now for 35% off, I think. And one of our longtime community members gifted a bunch of them, which was super generous. Please enjoy. You now have access to like cool emotes, community game nights and watch parties, which we're doing today and tomorrow. And no ads when we take our breaks. So you'll get the music instead. I always pause the game so nobody misses any gameplay at all. But now you get music, which is fun. I like a chiptune selection from the anime that I've been watching. It needs to be updated. I have started watching My Dress Up Darling, and I am in desperate need of a chiptune rendition of the ending theme from My Dress, and I can't find one. Legitimately thinking about messaging. One of my friends is very musically skilled. I'm legitimately thinking about messaging them like, hey, if I give you money, can you make this for me in a chiptune? Because I need it on rotate. I need it, you know? It's not bad, Benj, right? Like, it's better if I had to choose a temperature on the spectrum between, like, tepid and removing the first layer of skin from my tongue. Like, I will always choose tepid. And the thermos will keep it warm for a while. So even if it's, like, slightly above room temperature, it'll still be a satisfying drink. I don't think I put enough honey in it, but that's on me. And I can fix that when we make our next cup on break. Anyway, I've got a lot of love for you all and warmth in my heart, and I'm really glad that we can play games and hang out and be goofy together. Ooh, oolong tea. I haven't had an oolong in ages. I ran out of some tea that I'd been drinking and like still haven't repurchased. I gotta go to Target. That's what I need. Hot but not. Ooh, Ilya, you're a big sipper. Am I a big? I might be a big sipper also, actually. Not to, like, copy you or anything. But those are all of my announcements. Really exciting, fun things coming up in the Crow content world. If you're so interested in edited short form silly things, funny things, we're ticking on the talk and we're tubing on the U, and it's fun and it's good. Yeah. I'm only a little bit anxious about like being seen by other people, but not a lot I can do about that. So, but here's what's on the docket for today. Tomorrow, obviously, we will be continuing Silent Hill 2 Remake, and I will be publishing our very first condensed Silent Hill long play, which I think is going to be really cool. But today, it's Final Fantasy Friday. Oh, Benj, 100%, indubitably. There's no doubt in my mind I can make that commitment. 100%. I'm like, this is my break routine, right? So I put the kettle on to boil. Did the webcam just get really blue for some reason? Whatever. That's why we have the hardware update goal. So I can move away from the breaking mixer and the truculent and unmanageable color. Why are you blue? Now we're orange. It's fine. It doesn't matter. My break routine is I put the kettle to boil before we start streaming. And then in an hour, when we take our break, it boils. I boil it again, but it boils faster because it's already hot, which means in the span of one song, which is like 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes, I can get tea and maybe like eat a piece of bread, sometimes with peanut butter, sometimes not. Occasionally, I can grab like a handful of blueberries and like eat them in front of the fridge really fast. And if they're available, sometimes I can eat anywhere between like 7 to 12 pretzel sticks in front of the cupboard, hunched over like a goblin, before I have to scurry back down the hallway and plop into the chair to be ready to go when the music is over. I've got it down to a science, baby. Like, I fucking speed run world record any percent. Snacks and tea from the kitchen category. Yeah. Blueberries by the Sid. I have been thinking of you and Sky so recently. How are you? How have you been? How's work? How's your program going? I have been thinking of you and sending like positive thought, manifesting good things for you this season as we enter winter and progress towards the holidays. Hi. Mwah! I hope you're doing really, really well. But for game things, I think we can finish 5.2 today. Oh, I do have one more announcement. Next week, there will be no streams. Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. This is against my will. Apparently, there's some kind of holiday in the United States that
I won!
Packet Cat, thank you for gifting that sub to Sid. Busy but reaching the end. Sky says hi. And oh my gosh, is Pippin so big now? How's that long cat doing? How's that long cat doing? Apparently, and thank you, Packet Cat, for gifting that to Sid. There's some kind of holiday, and I'm like expected to socialize with relatives, and family members have decreed I'm not allowed to be on the computer with my people on those days. I grouse. I complain. I'm gonna visit some relatives I'm close with that I haven't seen in a while. So I am excited about it, but I am disappointed that I will not be able to stream on the weekends as per usual with y'all. But this is good. We're gonna frame this positively. This gives me 2 weeks to replay the Crystal Tower raid sequence. So we're ready for 5.3 because I've been told I need to replay it. Like sooner rather than later, but like definitely before then. So we're going to do that. And we should be able to get even more current with Silent Hill stuff. And the more current we can get with what we're currently playing as far as short and long form video processing goes, the sooner we can tackle the backlog. The backlog being the most requested media I've ever engaged with, and that is Dark Souls. So I have all those VODs. Every single one. Every single day we played that game. I've got 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, and Sekiro. And that's on my hard drive. That's what I didn't do this week. I didn't clear up any space for my hard drive. Baby girl, how much free space you got today? I think you'll be okay. I think we can make it through today, but not tomorrow. 35 gigabytes on the boot drive. Yeah. So not ideal. Do as I say, not as I do. But I think we can get through 2 hours, 3 hours of Final Fantasy, and that's probably fine. Yeah, Thanksgiving is next week, so we won't be streaming next week, but we will be back the first week of December. December, obviously, will have a disrupted holiday schedule as well, potentially, although Christmas is on a Wednesday this year, so I don't know. And my birthday is on the 23rd. Very exciting. Not like tomorrow. It's December. Yeah, it'll be fun. Hi, Humble Tales. New VR. What is it like watching me on a VR headset? Can you reach out and touch? Am I like floating in the air while you do other things? That's crazy. Is it? I feel like a headset would be heavy to wear. But now I'm intrigued. Is it the medical? Oh, Sunflows, apparently resident VR interest haver. Touch the crow, pat the crow. Pet the crow. That's so good. We should have a pet the crow emote. Oh, that's so good. We should have a pet the crow emote. Mod member to me or suggestions channel. We should have a pet the crow emote. Yeah, my birthday's the 23rd. Where are you that you celebrate Christmas that day? Clever bench. See, I get headaches so easily. I'm frowning. I woke up this morning at 6 and I was like, yeah, I'm up on time, but I don't have anything to do. So I'll just like mindlessly scroll for an hour. And I mindlessly scrolled for an hour. And at some point I fell back asleep. And I think I fell asleep around 7. And then I woke up at 9 and I felt like ass. I felt so bad. My eyes are so heavy. Colors, desaturated, vision, painful. And it's just like, this sucks actually. The reason we woke up, you can't see the lump off screen. Mochi decided it was cold in the house, actually. And this wasn't a coldness that could be resolved through like blankets or snuggling. It was an air problem. So Mochi started caterwauling at 5:45, wanting the heat to be turned on. Little Lord Mochi decrees, oh no, my tiny pink beans, frozen. My little pink nose, an icicle. You must turn the heat. I say, do you just want to like hang out under this blanket with me? He says, no. But yeah, little Lord Mochi displeased. Yeah, he has heating system demands. He was on a food strike for months until we discovered that Mochi wants his food heated up approximately 3 degrees above room temperature. Room temperature is insufficient. Pop it in the microwave for 8 seconds, he's happy. Unfortunately. So, pro to this strategy, pro to heating up my cat's food. He eats. That's good. Cats need to eat. The con. It has Pavloved him into thinking anytime the microwave beeps, what's inside is for him. A small place called Sweden. Yo! Very cool. I have never traveled to Northern Europe, but I've always wanted to. It's been on my list for ages and ages, ever and ever. One day. I should make plans. I should stop saying I'll do things, and I should actually do them. This is the year of action. Speaking of Sweden, shout out Fractal. Literally! Obsessed with them, you guys. Their stuff is so good. Affectionately touching my computer case off screen. Yet again. I'm going to take us into the game. Because we're about halfway through patch 5.2 at the moment. And we'll take our first break in about 30 minutes. Which should give us plenty of time. I don't know if we have raid/dungeon available to us or if that's coming up. But I know that we have unlocked this patch's version of extremes. So if we feel like we need a break from the narrative and we want to kill some things, I will tap chat to kill and we will slaughter and it will be good. Part of the Night's Guard. What is that? Yeah, he's got heating system demands, Kate. It's not enough anymore. I give and Mochi takes and he takes and still he says his life is so hard. His life is not difficult. Mochi gets special prescription food for his tender tummy and his toothless mouth. And Mochi gets my snuggled under blankets whenever he wants, constant attention. Every need of the cat is attended to. And still, he stances up at me and makes his meow wow sounds in the hallway in the nighttime when it's dark and cold and silent. There's no pleasing him. There is no pleasing him. Okay, I'm going to do some window management. Hang on. Oh, and, okay. So we're going to test this. I tried to get myself a glamour for 5.2. I'm not sure I'm really feeling it. But we'll try it out for a little bit, maybe until we get like our first cutscene. And if I don't like it, we'll change it back. I've got new hair now. Bunny has new hair. Bunny has new clothes. So, oh, The Night's Watch, I believe. Although I'm not super familiar with Game of Thrones. Pretty sure it's The Night's Watch. I think. I'll be honest, season 8 disappointed me so greatly. My brain just like put all my Game of Thrones knowledge in the recycle bin. So we've got Noob Nui hair. I just logged in and my friends are like posing next to me. This is so funny. I'll let you all be the judge of how the bunny looks. So give me just a second and we'll get in here. I'm going to touch some buttons. Buttons. Okay, we're going to go mixer first and unmute the game for me. And then we'll go into Final Fantasy and show the game to all of you. Yay! It's me. We've got new hair. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It really does strongly feel like the bunny short hair is for the bunny, but we've got like some nice little. We've got some side boob going on. We've got shoulders exposed. We've got a little flash of thigh. It's not so bad. That person is doing a lot of animation. It's not so bad, but we will need to get used to it. So where are we going first? Well, conveniently, it appears as if we are going to fan out. So I will take us away from Limsa. And we'll start, and that's cute. I stopped watching GOT after the Red Wedding. I think it's tough, right? Because Game of Thrones did some really interesting, see, it's not bad. It's just different. It's not bad, it's just different. But we'll see how we feel when we see ourselves in a cutscene. That's always like the biggest test, I feel. Game of Thrones did such wonderful things with its effects and its music and its writing and its cast. They were all every single person involved in that show was so phenomenally talented. And then they ran out of material to adapt and started making some questionable writing decisions, quality-wise. And then ultimately did what they did and fumbled it so intensely. Like, I don't feel anything for... Oh, hang on. Yeah, hang on. This is gonna bug me. Do you see how our... Okay, yeah. I need to move the hardware goal down 7 pixels, I think. Hang on. 1... Oh, hang on. Let me move it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it might have been 6, actually. I'm clicking the wrong button now. Sorry. Yeah, it would have been 6. I was right. So we're going to take it up 1 pixel. I'm totally normal. I'm totally normal about symmetry and function. Better. Also, hi, Jode. What's going on? Yeah, totally normal behavior.
I won!
Artemis, thank you so much for subscribing. For 71 months on a 71-month streak. That's a big streak, Artemis. That's like too many streaks. I won't lie. Sometimes the length of the streak, I said streak. The length of the streak is so large that I just straight up think about starting a different Twitch channel so everyone has to start over. Because I don't want to see big number no more. I don't want to be reminded of the inexorable passage of time. The ceaseless forward march. I don't care for it. With armor and weapons scabbard. Listen, I just need it to look nice, symmetry. I want it to look good. You work, yeah, what big number doesn't want you to see? Lightning they streak right now. Hi, Goose. Goose, how you feeling? Perhaps we should create a new mural in your honor as a record for future generations. Hello, Mochi. Little Lord Mochi here. I grab and snatch the cat. I film him. He's baby. Do you want to bathe yourself? Am I preventing you from doing? Yes. So he wanted to wash his tummy, and I picked him up, and he says this is not what I'm interested in right now. So I do like him though. We'll put him down so he can bathe without getting mad. I know. I did not mean to interrupt your bathing ritual. That's on me, and I'm sorry. So Goose cat can see Mochi. How is Goose the cat? Gonna make a bagel sandwich, light a candle, and put... I've never played Stardew, but I should. I lit a candle. I have a candle that's themed after Howl's Moving Castle, and I light it for like special occasions when I feel like I really need like a space cleanse. So nice. It's so nice. My book club partner gave it to me for Christmas. Oh, I still need to read that book. 400 pages in 3 days? It's possible, but it's not likely. I've heard great things about Stardew. I really want to try it so I can figure out if we could do like a community farm or something. What do you look at, sir? I had a plant on a shelf, and for months Mochi remained blissfully unaware of its existence. And this week, he found it, knocked it off the shelf twice, so I had to move it now. And I think he's looking around trying to find where I put it. Wretched creature. In the short time we've known you, it feels as though we've experienced a lifetime of adventures. Adventures we are not like to forget. I won't forget you either. But tall, bunny women, I will remember you. So long as we V's live, we shall preserve the truth of your deeds. Yeah. Okay. What's up, cat girl? Wait, they made 8-player co-op? Seriously? I want it on the community starting. I think it could be so much fun. I think it could be so. Sid, if you play Lethal Company, we're doing a Lethal Company night tonight. You are also welcome just to watch if you don't want to play. That's more than 2. Wait, hang on. Kate, isn't Stardew a farming game with like community and folks you can marry? Why is there optimizing? I'm sorry. This implies that you can min-max Stardew Valley, and I don't know how I feel about that. It's host-based, as opposed to... Oh, so the host needs to be online for everyone to play. It's optimizing your crop rotation. What does that mean? All right. Ooh, this is called an old friend. Y'shtola is not ready to return. Who's the friend? Who are we gonna meet? We learned not of the Ascians, but the insight we gained into the Echo made our trip worthwhile. Before we return to the Crystarium, there is a small matter I would attend to in Slitherbough. Might I trouble you to come with me? Oh, is she gonna talk to one of the Knights Blessed folks? After we arrive, we should have a brief word with Runar. I love this guy. He's such a good cat. It has combat? What are you fighting? Villagers? At the local tavern? Am I engaged in a brawl? Why are there monsters? All right, I got Lockheed. It comes on so sharply. So sharply. And like it's probably one of my favorite tracks in the game. But it really is effective at giving me that environmental jump scare. I have also owned Stardew for years and have just like never played it. My secret is that I don't frequently play games by myself, which is part of the reason I started streaming. I needed a space where like that's so this is normal, and we don't have time to unpack all of this, but my brain does this great thing whenever I try to relax where it just reminds me of all the stuff I should be doing instead. So if I try to play a game on my own, my brain goes, here's all the tasks you're neglecting by doing, don't you feel worse? And I can't enjoy it, and then I have to stop, and I have to do things, and I have to be productive. So, but I've tricked my brain. This is part of the reason I started streaming. I trick my brain into saying, no, I'm not playing games by myself. I'm socializing. I'm playing games with friends. And my brain goes, oh yeah, that's fine. That's an activity, that's different. So that's how we trick the brain. But suffice it to say, because of that, if I'm not streaming a game, I'm pretty much not playing it. My controller just ran out of batteries. Hey, Goosery, what's going on? Yeah, okay. So I gotta get batteries. Enjoy the chair. I'll give you a chair stream for 30 seconds while I get up to get batteries. Oh yeah, Ilias. I'm an Ultimate Raider on controller for Final Fantasy. I don't understand how people play without controller. I can't do it. Can't do it. Being able to freely rotate the camera is incredible. I can never give it up. Now I am in fact running out of spaces for abilities, but that's a different problem. so... Oh, no. Keyboard, my friend. Yeah, Y'shtola's just like, would you like to descend? No, Y'shtola. Not yet. Okay, I'm getting batteries. I'll be right back.
I won!
Me back. Well, she, like, watched me get up, and he seemed really judgmental about it, so... Like, and I don't really know what I mean by that, but he just seemed like he just seemed like he was sending condescending thoughts into the air. Great, I'll get this plugged in. Oh, so great. We had a bunch of big news. So we've got a new mod, and we have been accepted into the Fractal Creator Program, which is very, very cool because I really like Fractal and I'm really passionate about the products. And we have game night tonight with Twitch subs. We're doing Lethal Company, and if people don't want to play, they can watch because we're going to stream it. Not on Twitch, though, on Discord. And then tomorrow, Community Watch Night, we're going to be watching Men in Black. And then I've got new videos on YouTube and TikTok, and we'll be pushing out a long-form video that's been edited for Silent Hill tomorrow. It's very cool. I put that on so wrong. Yes, there we go. I cannot be defeated by plastic caps. Now, multitasking, yes, but... There appears to be uncharacteristically. I know! He's so happy all the time. So good to see me. Hi, bud. You've arrived at a most opportune time. I was preparing a pot of my famous stew. I really want stew now. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I would fuck up a butternut squash bisque right about now. We have it. Oh no, Y'shtola. Please. There's always time for soup. Wow, my computer's got time. We're good. I saw the webcam lag and I went, that's weird. I insist. Well, oh, it is soup season. I have had soup and grilled cheese for dinner twice this week. It's good. It seems our return to the Crystarium will be delayed. That's fine. We're getting soup out of it. I say work, but it's rather more a chore. I must clean my chambers and Solar Bow from top to... Why do I need to help you clean your room? You are a grown-ass cat. If you would be so kind as to go and fetch a broom, we might finish before Runar is done cooking. Ooh, I don't know if I've ever had 3-bean soup. I'm not super into beans. In general. I will never turn them down, but nor do I actively seek them out. A broom for Master Matoya. I cannot imagine why she would have a need of such a thing, but here you are. It is old but sturdy and sure to suffice. All right, yeah. So we're gonna clean now. The Warrior of Darkness needs to clean. We are not above or exempt from the duties of tidying. VF5 is getting... What is VF5? What is that? What is that? Oh, I'm alone with Y'shtola in her room. Virtual Fighter 5. Is this a game? I trust Aesgear was able to find a broom for... Yes! We've got a broom. Why couldn't she just do this with magic? I feel like she could have. It's an old-ass fighting game I was competitive in a very... Nice! So, is it gonna have like a pretty big PvP community behind it now that it's coming back out? Well, Warren, good. This would prove difficult otherwise. I must say, I think I did rather well for not having a broom thus far. She's up to something. This isn't actually room cleaning simulator, right? Hopefully, but probably not. Well, fingers crossed, right? You weren't buried beneath a veritable avalanche of books when you entered, were you? Right. Anyway, it's time I finished cleaning with the help of that broom. New graphics and good neck. Ooh, all right. I mean, that sounds like it'll be a win. Oh. The hair's not so bad. I do think short hair calls to the bunny. I saw a photo of someone else's bunny with that hair, and my brain went, they stole your character. And it's like, that's not how that works. But that's how tight the association is in my head. You didn't honestly think I'd do it the old-fashioned way. That broom is more than capable of sweeping by itself. Or rather, it will. Listen, Y'shtoa, I just don't question you, baby girl. Time to rise, to swish and sweep. A tidy chamber you must keep. To this task you shall be bound until no dust is to be found. So, dusting is actually my favorite part of cleaning. I like putting things in the laundry, and I like dusting. I do not like taking things out of the laundry and like folding them or doing the dishes. But vacuuming and dusting, yes. I think that's fun. So we have this as a minion, and it's cacophonous. It's so disruptive. It's so loud. We might have to bring it out so you guys can hear it sweep as it runs behind me. It is a ceaseless din. In this one particular respect, I have no objections to following in Master Matoya's footsteps. We do look like that. In future, I may need you to remind me the pursuit of knowledge does not preclude other equally important duties, such as maintaining clean quarters for said pursuit. Now, what is he gonna hear outside her door? I will dearly miss this place. These people. No! No! We've made the best cat sad! No! Master Matoya, pardon the interruption, but the stew is ready. The only one I know who folds laundry fine. I can fold it fine. There's just always so much to fold. The task feels Sisyphusian. Look, he's so sad now. We are giving him the fattest panty shot right now. Something troubling you. You've been rather quiet. Yeah. Everything is fine, I assure you. It's been a long day. Okay, so Runar decided to lie to us. Hang on, I gotta crack my back. I said back, but it's more like my sacrum. Like the base, the very, very base of my spine. I should stop shrimping. But shrimping's so comfortable. Okay, we'll sit normally. Y'shtoa, thank goodness you're still here. Oh! It's everyone! I didn't realize we'd be seeing them. Yeah, I didn't realize they were gonna be here. I also thought they were following our... That's right, he's back. He's got like a body now, but it's not him. They think... They think it's Elidibus. Freshly ejected from Xenos' body. But what would he want? Why would he be here? Also, if I saw someone vaporize one of my closest friends, like arguably the only friend I have left in the world, maybe, from my ancient all-powerful civilization, I would not immediately decide to start blowing smoke in their direction. I would fucking chill for a second, but... The Ascians operate under inscrutable logic, I suppose. I was, though I'm sad to say, I lost track of him shortly after entering these woods. He seems determined to traverse every ilm of Norvrant in his quest to spread the truth of the Warriors of Light and the Flood. And it seems news of your address at the Crystarium precedes him at every destination, making his task all the more simple. It remains to be seen to what end he encourages the people to become Warriors of Light themselves. That's right, that is what he said. But there is no denying that his words struck a chord with many. Well, we're all agreed this is just another Ascian ploy, yes? So it would seem. They've commandeered corpses before and to no good end. I see no reason to think this time is any different, especially when it's that of a fallen warrior of light. I doubt we'll learn more if we remain a step behind. Okay, so what do you suggest? His next destination is in all likelihood Slitherbow. Isn't that where we are now? That's why they're here. He's gonna come here. We're gonna be here already. Alize, are you certain you should be here? Why do we ask that of Alize? If you're concerned about Halric and the others. Okay, so the people that she was taking care of. Their treatment is going well, but progress is slow and exhausting for all of us. The best thing I can do now is let them rest. So, I believe we were about to discuss how to arrange a meeting with our would-be Warrior of Light. Before visiting any towns or villages, Ardbert would hunt down and slay a nearby Sin Eater to earn the locals' trust. So there shouldn't be that many of them left. Also, hang on. Mominus is texting. Mominus always gets priority. And we'll take our first break when this cutscene is over. Our best chance of getting ahead of him is to find one before he does. Thankfully, Thancred and Reen are returned from the Empty and have taken up the search. Reen believeth one may lurk beneath the boughs of Woven Oath. Then that is where we will start our search. I don't remember where Woven Oath actually is. Master Mator, are you gonna tell him, Y'shtola? I feel like you have to say something. A warm bowl of stew will be awaiting your... Okay. I don't like this. I feel like this is setting up something awful to happen to Runar. If this game hurts him, I'm going to rend my garments and foam at the mouth and wail and gnash my teeth. I feel like we're never gonna get the stew. I feel like something bad's gonna happen. I don't like feeling like something bad's gonna happen. I'll look forward to it. No, no! We better have that stew. We better get that opportunity. Okay, before we take our break, I'm gonna show you guys the broom minion because it's so loud. It's so that these are my mounts. It's so comically noisy. This is what it sounds like. And we have the sound effects that this minion would fall under turned down by like 50%. So you just run around and you just hear this behind you being like chased by a broom. Okay. This is where we will take our break. I will be back. Unrelenting. Unrelenting. I'm not going to be able to listen to this. We're going to need to change this right away. Let's put on... What am I feeling? Ooh, let's do bird. Yeah, we'll have a bird. And this is where we will take our break. And I will be back in a couple of minutes. So please enjoy the music. And we will resume Final Fantasy upon my return. Thanks for your patience, everybody. We are back. I am sleepy. Where am I going? I think we can leave this way. No, that's taking us back into town. So we'll go through the tunnel. Well, I'm excited to it's not Arbert. I was like, I'm excited to talk to Arbert. It's not Arbert. Flying through this area at night, I always kind of regret because I really do legitimately enjoy hearing Lucky. Even when it scares me, it's still such a compelling track. Hey, oh! So this is gonna be a big deal if the whole gang's here. Yeah, I think this is everybody but the Crystal Exarch. I can sense no other senators in the area. I hope this means Ardbert will be coming this way soon.
If you were hoping to vent your frustrations on our Issa friend here, I can only apologize.
Okay, and it's voice acted, so he's probably gonna show up in this cutscene.
Few as they are now, it took us no time at all to track it down.
That suits our purpose perfectly. Now we need only wait for Ardbert to arrive.
Weren't you two meant to be attending to the empty?
Yeah, what are you guys doing? I need to start that quest line.
We were, and are, but we can hardly ignore the rest of the world. So we thought we might see how things were coming along. From what we can gather, the answer is strangely.
Strangely indeed, Thancred.
Right now, we think we can do more good here.
It is heartening to have all present.
I know, that's what makes me really nervous, though. It's everyone. We haven't all been together since the confrontation with Emmett Selk, so...
Indeed. We will be glad of the additional hands should matters escalate.
Our quarry has come.
It seems I've lost this particular race.
So if we just call him out, is he gonna be like, yeah, you got me? Or do you think he's gonna play coy about it?
Although I suppose it's only fair. When we first met, it was I who outpaced you. Ravana, was it?
Oh, that's right.
But where are my manners? I wouldn't be here were it not for you, and I have yet to say a word of thanks.
He can't actually think that he's fooling us, though. Also, Arya, thank you so much for subscribing. I've got alerts turned off while we're in the cutscene, but thank you. How's your Friday been? Now, you know I love the Amaro. And my bunny's not really a fist bumping kind of person. So we're going to say, yeah, we're going to talk about Seto.
Poor fellow. He will be sorely missed.
He's still alive. These are... I'm not gonna lie, man. That second option has some serious charisma to it. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go with option 2. He's been in my soul this entire expansion. If it's not him, then we of all people would know. Bunny looks so good when they're mad.
Very well. Let us forego this pretense. After all, it was never you that I needed to deceive. It was never you that I needed to deceive.
shit!
Yes, it is I. Elidibus.
Is this the first time we're hearing his voice?
Through your time in Emet-Selk's imitation of our home, I dare say you have gained a better understanding of my role since last we met.
Not really.
Not that it matters.
Interesting!
We understand your role, emissary, but not your goal. What is it that you seek to achieve?
I seek to enact the will of the Convocation, of course. If it helps you to think of me as but another Ascian, no different in nature or purpose from the rest, you are welcome to do so.
Well, there is no rest anymore. I think you're the last Ascian. Also, there's such an even tone and timbre to the way that he speaks. It's very interesting. It's very calming. It's a sharp contrast to Emet-Selk's theatrics and dramatiques.
Once, I would have said your goal was destruction alone. Now I understand that you fight for something you love, just as we do. Yet though we seem doomed to clash, I bid you consider Emet-Selk's final words.
Emmett was not happy he lost to us, Alfie notes, so I don't think this will help.
Remember that we once lived, he said. Had he not seen some glimmer of hope in our kind, I do not believe he would have spoken thus.
Oh, I definitely interpreted that as like the desperate longing for legacy and recognition from a man who knew it was over.
None better understood your plight than he. His words must surely be worthy of your consideration.
I feel like Bunny should have put pants on for this cutscene.
Emet-Selk. How very unlike you to err so gravely.
That's what I'm saying. He should not have lost to us.
That one should stray at the end of so onerous a path is understandable. But I had thought you above such weakness. Mayhap you thought the same. Would that I had been present to offer correction.
Who? This performer. I would like to know what other roles they've been involved with. I'm magnetized by the gravity in their speech. Hey, Lamau! The Moonlight Ghost! Congratulations on your 69,420 point redemption. Nice.
But I shall do so now, as is my duty, and return all to its proper course. As for you, look at yourselves. Look at your history. Look back 100 short years to how your greatest warriors were undone. And now, at but a word from me, you raise your hands in answer like the puppets you are. Naught has changed. You fail, and you fail, and you learn nothing. Allow that which is most important to slip through your fumbling fingers like so many grains of sand, again and again and again, and you would remember us. You do forget yourselves.
I'm kind of entranced by this individual's performance.
There is no common ground to be found between you and I, nor do I require any. I have my duty.
Wait!
I was saying, are we gonna try and stop him? I forget they can do that.
Well, we have confirmed the identity of our foe at least. And 'tis safe to say his objective is the rejoining.
But we still have no idea how playing the part of a warrior of light will further his cause, nor why he would spur others to do the
Well,
same.
we can assume that it's bad news at least.
Another visit to the Tempest may shed some light upon these mysteries. Whether we are to exchange words or blows with Elidibus at our next meeting, the fact remains, we know too little. Ere our paths cross again, I would learn more of the world that once was, and of Elidibus himself.
Are we going back to Amarot?
In this, we would be best served going directly to his home, much as Emmett Selk came to ours.
Though I see the wisdom in thy suggestion, the Amarot we visited is but a phantom born of Emmett Selk's memory. I fear it will teach us little that we do not already know.
This is correct. Unless she...
I quite agree. Yet the ruins of the actual city remain unexplored.
I'm sorry. What?
Given the vastness of the Tempest, I should not be surprised were there more such structures like to those in which the Ondo reside.
Oh my god, that's right. The actual ruins of the real Amarot are in that area.
A man after my own heart.
Now, I was not quite prepared to hear her say those words. And I feel like I need to apologize for the short-circuiting in the frontal lobe that occurred after I heard them.
Assuming we are all in agreement, then I suggest we first pay a visit to the Ondo. If anyone can tell us where more ruins are to be found, it is them.
I feel like the list of of NPCs my character's kissing gets longer and longer every single day that we play. Okay, so let's head to the Tempest. Stew, cheesecake, you know, I'll just take the gold. I don't really ever have any gold. I'm not a crafter, so. Would that I had found the words to deny Elidibus. We are so much more than he believes us to be, and yet... I hate to leave him like that. Gods, they can't even let a man rest in peace. But then where is Ardbert? Where's Solbert? Yeah, why hasn't Solbert come out of my body to chat with me about this? Where is he? Hi, Darius. Am I the only one who sees the irony in Ardbert calling us puppets? I mean, they're schemers. I don't necessarily think anyone is puppeting Elidibus. No, good luck on your homework, Sid. I hope it's easy and it goes fast, and hopefully we get to see you sometime very, very soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thancred told me what Lahabrea did to him. I can't imagine how he's feeling. Yeah, probably pretty upset. Disdain and obfuscation. What is thy true design, emissary? They're accessories. Does that mean I'm gonna get a chest piece? Or have I gotten the chest piece already? Alfino has the right of it. Let us pay visit to the Ondo. We should speak with Tol's Ath first. As chieftain, he is doubtless privy to a great many secrets. Okay. And I think this is something we should just teleport for. What do you think we're gonna find? Because it all must be like... I can't imagine we'd find anything useful. That's the thing. But I know that we must. The This place feels much less ominous than the first time we were here. Then again, we did have the shadow of your impending death hanging. Oh, yeah. She hated that. She's my sister. Don't be shy. Okay, thanks, Y'shtola. Perhaps we might look in on Pashuan while we're in the area. I'm glad to have the opportunity to visit the Tempest again. It's so lovely here, like a different world entirely. I love her. She's also my sister. I don't know if Alfinote is my brother, but they're my sisters. The Ondo sent us to slay a massive creature the last time we were here. It was as large as Leviathan, twice as angry. Yes, of course I jest. It was only half as large. Oh, thank you, Thancred. Also, mayhap we shall find the secrets we seek in these depths, should their keepers consent to aid us. I have sent for no finless ones. Perhaps you instead come seeking something of us? Yeah, you got me. I need a favor. Ruins which your kind have yet to explore. I see. I know of one such place. Under these circumstances, I'm afraid we can spare none to guide you there. That's fine. I can swim and fly. What circumstances are these? Rather than hunt for their own meals, the Benthos have pillaged our stores of Myrni liver. They must be replenished with haste. Ah, so I will kill them to help you. A particularly violent tribe of Ondo, if I recall. Band of bottom feeders. We all lost much in the flood. While others work to rebuild, they resort to thievery and murder. Revenge, they call it when they prey upon your kind. But do not be fooled. They care not who they harm. Would that we had the warriors to challenge them. This is not the first time they have stolen from us, but there is no resource more precious than liver. All must dedicate themselves to the hunt. Unless, of course, we were to reclaim the livers for you. It seems a fitting payment for vital information, does it not? One could argue by employing Bismarck to reach these depths, thereby driving back the waters, we are in part responsible for the deeds of those driven to desperate ends by the changing climates. Oh yeah, it's definitely our fault. Like, for real. One good turn and all that. I thought you might say that. You've never been one to miss an opportunity to help. Now, I'm helpful because the game options force me to be helpful, but I think my bunny is like really depressed canonically right about now, so not having a good time in the story. I am. Bunny, much less so. We would be grateful beyond words if you did. The Benthos have surely taken the livers back to the Founder's floor. Be warned there will be no shortage of guards waiting to spear intruders. Do we think this is going to be a dungeon? We will have care enough to draw their attention. Like, if it's guarded, it's probably either an instance or a dungeon. I love the pig mount. Makes me so happy. Am I supposed to go down? Probably. Although I guess it doesn't matter how we get there. I'm not entirely sure we went in the right direction, but it seems like we might be, so. Portia is so cute. Like, look at him! Regal, bearing the crown, flapping the ears, cunty mascara, false lashes on. Oh, that's right. For those of you who were not familiar with what it took to acquire this mount, no, we're approaching Amaurot now, so we did go the wrong guides. This mount was only released as part of like a scratch away code if you ordered 3 drinks from a boba shop. And the location of these shops were not particularly convenient. So all of my friends, we had one near me. All of my friends who lived out of state were like, we'd really like one of these mounts. Will you buy us 3 drinks? And I said, yes. So between the mounts and the keychains, I ended up with 18 boba drinks that I had to freeze and then drink over the course of like 8 days. It was worth it, and I'd do it again. Do you think we go? Okay, so there should be a little tunnel around here. Can I fit in here? Alfie node! I went on the last day and they had boxes. I go to, no way! They just gave them to you? I don't believe that for a second. I feel like that has to be against the conditions of the giveaway. Nervous? Not at all. Bit dark. Definitely not haunted though. It might be haunted. You did a giveaway? That's awesome. I was like, I hope you didn't sell that. Okay, so I need to, it looks like we should be able to get in from the other side. But this is blocked? Can I fly over the... We can fly over it. Here's Thancred. These aren't the livers, but they're stolen from somewhere, unless wheat has started growing on the sea floor since last I checked. Well, you know, anything could happen, Thancred. You got so many karma points, I bet. Thrusting your hand into each sack, all are filled with wheat. Raw wheat is unpleasantly pointy. Okay, so this is not what we're looking for. Ah, we have to plunge our hand into various sacks. Got it. Oh yeah, didn't the codes expire in September or something? Assorted vegetables. I redeemed mine right away. Urianger, what are you doing over here? Reen scared the wall with remarkable swiftness. Thancred taught her well. I love her. Okay, maybe it's this one then. Clammy? The faint aroma of fresh oranges, a far cry from the memorable scent of liver. Okay, well, unless there's a sack hidden behind a wall, those are the only ones I can see. We'll just go around the entire room. Oh man, I was actually really sure there would be bulbous bag. There it is. I was like, this seems like it should be important. From the squelching noise and vile stench, you conclude these bags are bursting with livers. Brilliant. Ah, I was hoping it was going to be voice acted. Yes, Thancred, we have found the meat that our comrades seek. Perhaps you've deduced this. The Benthos have been raiding Calusian storehouses as well as those of Beyond. Oranges, pumpkins, wheat. We can discuss this after we see the livers safely back to Tolzath. It wouldn't do to keep him in suspense. Okay, we can just teleport back. Easy. We'll turn this in. I thought we paused about halfway through 5.2, but I don't know how long it will actually take us to finish, or if we can finish today. Maybe something is really long, I don't know. Did you happen to see a bird while you were in the caves? Reen insists there was one. Wait, she's not fucking talking about my minion, is she? No, I'm being serious. Heaven's Door, does that dialogue change depending on whether or not you have an animal minion summoned, actually? I feel like there's no way it can, but I have to ask because we do have a bird minion. There really was a bird in those caves. To venture ashore and steal from the Calusians entaileth unconscionable risk. There is no denying the truth of our eyes. Should be able to finish? Alright. Benthos have been stealing from the Calusians. I'm glad you had better luck than I did. I spent the whole time Alize, why were you fighting? You could have been sneaking. Oh, I should have changed. I didn't think about it, and now I've already talked to him, so I don't think I can undo it. Unless I just quit the game. I am relieved to see you unspooked. Or, yeah, I can just not give it to her. Yeah, let's take out a bunny, actually. Hang on. Did you see a bunny in the caves, Reen? Bird. Still bird. I don't know. Maybe it's based on whatever minion you had when you were in there. Or maybe it's totally unrelated. I knew you would not fail. We also found all manner of foodstuffs. Does that seem odd to you? It's brazen. Yeah, I mean, they're just stealing. I'm reminded of rumors I've heard recently concerning a rash of thefts from warehouses. The perpetrators enter in the dead of night and are gone before anyone has realized what has happened. The Umoran army has been investigating, but thus far to no avail. Perhaps the reason they have struggled so is that their quarry is of the sea. True question then is what we mean to do about it. Much as I would like to proceed to the ruins without further delay, we cannot allow the Benthos to carry on as they are. If I may, I believe the ruins are key to the Benthos plans. In what way? These ruins, which lie deep within the illuminated land, are a recent discovery. Oh yeah, I do every quest in the game. All the yellow quests, everything. I'm probably gonna end up learning all the classes. I'm a completionist, if nothing else. We have seen signs that the Benthos are preparing to claim them with all haste. We could not fathom why, but in light of the knowledge that they have been stockpiling resources, it is clear their queen will soon give birth. They require space to raise their young and food for queen and hatchlings to thrive. Yishtolan's like, well... Under normal circumstances, we couldn't fault them for it, but conditions in the Tempest are far from suitable for spawning, its resources barely able to sustain our current population. There's only one reason they would disregard this. They seek to build an army, and with it take revenge upon the Finless. I feel like that's a leap. They came to us not long ago. Oh, seeking allies for the cause. Okay, you should have led with that. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Finished. Crossroads. What's Crossroads? We rebuffed them, of course. The suffering of others will not serve as balm to their own. Their queen, however, desires only bloodshed and will gladly send her children to die in our city. I feel like this has to be a dungeon or an instance. They're planning to wage war that changes matters considerably. I doubt that this can be resolved without violence, but perhaps with a show of force, we can convince them to see reason before the die is cast. Oh, see, yeah, I'm not current with anything, and I don't consume any content beyond like where I am right now because I don't want to be spoiled on what comes next. So I don't know anything about Dawntrail. I would rather not risk your people in the attempt. If we travel to the illuminated land, is there a way we might identify the ruins ourselves? Once you reach its depths, go deeper still. You will see a monstrous structure on the seafloor. That you have come to us now as the will of the Ancient Ones. They have guided you here that you may drive out the usurpers, those who seek to use their magnificent creations with vile purpose. I have no doubt they will show you the way forward. Yeah! I started playing, like ages ago, and then lost steam at the ARR epilogue and put the game down, and then picked it back up earlier this year with friends, and now I'm in Shadowbringers. I'm afraid the dead do not speak quite so clearly. Nevertheless, we shall try not to disappoint. Hey, Daedra, what's going on? If what we seek lieth deeper still, beyond Amarant, I would call upon the assistance of another. You won't think that we'll need that, do you? Oh, so I want to look and see. Yeah, what do these look like? Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna hope... Oh, yeah. Oh, no. These fuck severely. I'm gonna hope this... they're probably the same for all classes, right? Let's see what fending is. Yes, I'm pretty sure these are identical for all classes. Now, healing's my main class, so that is what we're gonna pick, but I might end up buying these for the others, because this pretty. And we're gonna open that right now, because it's so pretty. Which means it won't take up space in my inventory. It's just a chest that I don't know anything to do. Whoop! And we leveled up! Let's go! Wondering if I should change my Catboy's face with the new Free Fantasia. I'm thinking about making some bunny edits with the new Free Fantasia. But I'm also thinking about buying the Adventurers pack they have on sale on the Mog Station, which is like $10 and includes a Fantasia. Yeah, I said Fantasia. A Fantasia and an emote. So it seems like a pretty good deal. Yo, yeah, I'm gonna open this right now. Actually, maybe it's better we don't, because I do still have a lot of glamour things to go through. But at least I have a free page in my inventory. Played most entries, but always avoided the bit of... It's good! It's good! I would not care for what happened in Limsa to be repeated a world away. The Benthos know not what they do. See, it's funny, because it's like, what happened in Limsa? And it's like, I know what happens in Limsa. Thancred knows what happens in Limsa. Unspeakable things. Is it wrong to be excited? The circumstances are grave, but I'm excited too, girl! You need not believe in the will of the ancients to receive of their guidance. Like the tide and the current, it is there always. The idea of them guiding me purposefully is crazy, actually. I know this is just like a superstition, but why do these problems always turn out to be so much more complex than they seem? Couldn't we have a simple, straightforward adventure for once? Good guys good, bad guys bad, no drama or intrigue. It all ends with tea and tarts. I love her! Alize, I'll take you for tea when this is finished, I promise. We'll have a tea party. We'll go for high tea. We'll have scones and small sandwiches and tasty treats. I love her. If only it were so simple. I agree, Ishtola. Doesn't feel honorable or heroic to strike first, but if it leads to less bloodshed in the end. Restraining myself? Yeah. This is the first MMO I've ever played. And I quite enjoy it, which makes me concerned for how I would feel about a different MMO, like World of Warcraft for some. Like, I only have the time, straight up, I don't have the time for any MMO, but I certainly don't have the time for more than one. This is just materia. Okay. Though our course hath been decided, to pursue it we must needs beseech the aid of a friend. I speak of Bismarck. Follow me to Sullen that we might seek an audience with him once more. All right. So we're gonna make things worse for people down here. Alfino bows. He's the last one to leave. I agree, Dominique. I have a friend who plays 14 and WoW, and I'm just like, where do you have the time? So we need to go to Sullen. I'm gonna pop by the inn really quickly. I'm gonna open that stuff and I'm gonna put them in there because they're pretty and maybe I want them. And it's probably for the best if I do this relatively close after acquiring things that I know I can put in the glamour dresser. Chose my Bane with WoW 20 years ago. I didn't know Destiny was an MMO. I guess I don't know anything about Destiny, so that doesn't entirely surprise me. All right, so I'm gonna open this. And then we're just gonna put those straight into the dresser. And that'll be the Ring of Healing, the wristband, the choker, and the earrings. And then this is the glamour I'm using right now. Wait a minute. Where is the glamour? Did I scroll right past it? Ha! Wait, no. Where is it? Is it here? No? Did I not save it? Okay, it's number 5. There we are. Damn, so I can't wear a necklace with this one. That's too bad. Well, I'll switch out the ring at least. Yeah, because that's pretty. Okay, we can save that. Destiny has MMO elements, but the devs say interesting. Okay, now we can go to Sullen, I believe. That doesn't actually help me because I don't know where Sullen is. Let's see what Ruby Doomsday, Whale's Tail. Fort Job. It's so good, Daedra. The music's exceptional. That reminds me, I actually have a lot of orchestrion rolls I could turn in at the Gold Saucer if I wanted. We might have to. It's either mounts or orchestrion rolls, but I feel like I'd use it for music more. I'm not super passionate about any of the mounts that they have. No, this is the first and only Final Fantasy game I've ever played. I did a little bit of the remake for Final Fantasy VII after I started playing 14 for a long time, but I didn't finish it. I really should go back to that game, actually. I had fun with it when we were playing it. 16 Years of Pain. Is that the most recent one? Is that the one with Clive? I think I might only know that because 14 might have done a collaboration and I might have his clothes. I've enjoyed— oh, the dog! I know the dog. From here we press onward to the Isle of Ken, and myself shall proceed on foot. Is he gonna walk across the water? Has he actually been able to do that? I feel like he's gonna sink. You've perfected your technique. The water will be as glass beneath my feet and provideth purchase, fragile yet true. Watch closely. Okay, you're gonna walk right off this pier and sink like a stone. I certainly shall. Yep, Y'shtola knows what's about to happen. Forgive me, but would it not be easier to perfect your swimming technique? Alize's always right. It would be a pity if you drowned, truly. We won't let that happen. I'm sure it'll be brilliant. All right, Rain. Go on then, Urianger. Let's see it. I straight up didn't think that would work. Okay, Elf Jesus. There he goes. I feel like we're gonna see him sink any minute now, though. Thancred goes right in to get him. Thancred will never know peace. Between his daughter and whatever he has going on with Urianger, he's always gonna be stressed out. The technique requireth the purest of focus, and mine 'twas lacking. What were you thinking about, Urianger? What distracted you, To perfect this magic, I went so far as to deal with the Fuath, and with their aid, mine efforts finally met with success, albeit on a single occasion. They're so married, Zithwan. I know not why I cannot repeat it. Interesting. So he's only been able to do it the one time. He had performance anxiety. I thought I saw you waver a bit toward the end there. Perhaps you're simply tired? Oh no. This is bad. Is it because of their bodies back on the first? Nothing to worry about, only a dizzy spell, though it may not be wise to go for another swim just now. I don't like this. Thankfully, we have an alternative. Wonderful little invention. I'm certain you'll agree. Yeah, it's called a boat, you guys. Like, get in the fucking boat. I like to imagine he was like, I wonder if Thancred will sit. Literally, he started thinking about Thancred and it broke his concentration. I must admit, I'd been keen to attempt water walking myself. I know what Alize would. Just learn to swim, Alphinaud. I'll stick to swimming, thank you very much. Do you think those two are all right? Perhaps we should. I know. No, I don't. Not at all. Not a chance. What sort of dealings with the Fuath, I wonder? Which creatures were the Fuath? They weren't the doggy creatures, were they? But nor are they the pixies, right? Or are they the pixies? Oh, the frog ones! Cute, cute, cute! I totally forgot about them. I should get coffee. Ugh, but I don't have any creamer. And I drink, like, mostly creamer with a little bit of coffee added in, so... Before you make some quip about age catching up with me, you'd be out of breath too if you had to drag Urianger out of the sea without so much as a warm-up. I mean, you're so close to me, Thancred. Let's kiss a little bit, like... Who have made the cost? Why is it so expensive? I will petition Bismarck's aid on our behalf. Let us pray my diplomacy proveth more effective than mine experimental magics. You speak with the voice of the king, little neighbors. I will not deny you. As before, if you seek what sleeps beneath the sea, I will be your guide. Thy kindness is as boundless as the depths, serene one. I love the role that Urianger has taken on in Shadowbringers. It's been a really fulfilling expansion of his character from just like funky dude with bad outfit who speaks in convoluted ways and just kind of serves to lore dump at us, to someone who really meaningfully moves through the world around him. And I think that's been a really... With Thancred in his mind, he can't focus, can't concentrate. That's just kind of a feature that the Elezen have. It's more real estate for kissing, Duminique. No! Last shift before going on overnights. How long are you going to be on overnights for, Entrots? After our last flight, I found many creatures clinging to me. I am itchy. Remove them and I will take you below. With all haste shall it be done. Okay, so we're gonna fight some things on Bismarck's back, I take it? Did he agree? Though I agreed to a favor in kind. Regrettably, 'tis not one I possess the power to grant. Bismarck hath asked us to cleanse his underbelly of barnacles. Well, we can swim. Stigman is finally having... And finally, Sathalan, right? He's deserved to have a good time. One must needs dive beneath the surface to do so. Even if I could master the power to walk upon it, it would avail me not. For heaven's sake, Chromie is not a working game, but she's so... I love her character. I adore... She's so sassy. She's so feisty. She has so much spunk. With the Kojin's blessing, we'll have it done in moments. And better that than standing here listening to this nonsense. I'll take the right, you take the left. Now go. Yes, ma'am. Oh, for almost a month. Well, I'm happy that you'll be able to spend time with us on weekends and trots, but thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. I am nervous of what it will do to your sleep schedule and overall health. Urianger is in our debt. Alright. Let me check something really quickly. None of us is a match for Alisaie when she's like this. Aside from Y'shtola, perhaps. I like it, it's not clear. Honestly, I think Alisaie could take her. Not in a fight, right? Y'shtola's magics are far more powerful. But from a sheer like force of personality perspective, yeah, I think Alisaie is the number one. This venture hath not proceeded as smoothly as I hoped. It's a minor miracle that we accomplished anything at all, wouldn't you say? I would say that, Y'shtola. Yeah, based. I agreed. Ah! Rain! Psst. I think Thancred's embarrassed. Girl, you can't out him like that. Fuck, you're not supposed to snitch. Yes, I'm perfectly well recovered. Thank you. Oh, yeah. He's embarrassed. These days when I look at Urianger, I'm filled with admiration. He looks so good. Honestly, so I haven't played Astro since the rework. And part of that is because I've been too lazy to memorize the cards. But another part is definitely that, like, it suits him so well. We don't need to double up. We'll have to double up at some point, because I'm going to need to level up something other than White Mage, just to keep the levels evenly distributed. But suffice it to say... And that's why I don't play Red Mage when we do, like, instances with the Scions. It's like, Alisaie's really got that. She doesn't need my help. How do I get... That's how I feel about Dragoon. I love Dragoon, though. I had canon for my character that, like, Estinian taught how to goon. So, it's not doubling up. I'm effective. He's effectively my teacher. He is so... Wait, I have to go up? Oh. Oh, okay. They're quite close to the surface. It's a hunting hawk, Daedra. That's my minion. I couldn't remember. They have. They basically have. There was definitely a cutscene in early Shadowbringers where the two of them were hanging out at Urianger's house, and I was like, yeah. They were like, it was like they had just reunited, and they were like, you need to go do this fetch quest for us, and I was like, yeah, you need me gone? What are you gonna get up to? But it was really obvious. Like, it was a question that answered itself. We might need to... Ah, this might be the last one? Yes, 2 out of 3. Is that a behemoth mount? How did I get this? Why do I sit like that? You know what? We won't ask any questions. He's like almost too big to look at. And efforts are most sincerely appreciated. I will inform Bismarck that we may depart without further delay. Now, I missed the opportunity to chat with them before I spoke with Urianger, but that's probably fine. The achievement member. Much better. Thank you, little neighbors. I remember a long time ago, another did this favor for me. After the flood, when I chose this spot for my slumber, he came and made a home on my back. Ken was his name. It's always funny when we just get like a regular dude's name. It's like, oh yeah, that was Smith. When I grew itchy, I stirred, but he was not afraid. He asked me what was wrong. I told him of the creatures clinging to my belly, and he dove into the water. He helped me. He was my friend. He told me he wished to live in peace, away from his people and their wars. This I understood. I treasured our time together, brief though it was, brief though it always is. But I remember him and how he laughed when we flew. I remember when he slept. I too slept that day, and many days since. But the light fades and the darkness returns. Ken sleeps, but in memory he laughs, and together we fly, and I am here. I am awake. It feels good to speak and to be heard again. A A shame others cannot understand me. If thou art willing to learn, I would gladly teach thee the language of man. Why is this whale kind of making me emotional? Thank you, little friend, but it is time I grant you your request. First, I will take flight to cleanse my body and prepare. The dive will be swift, and I would not have you struck by errant debris. Okay, it's happening. This island was named for a man. How easily the past is forgotten. We've had first-hand experience with that. He passed not even 100 years ago, yet the truth has slipped from history, like so many grains of sand. Might I have some explanation of what he just said, or shall we all stand about making vague and mysterious allusions? While he maketh ready to deliver us unto our destination, Bismarck bade us wait for him on the shore of Clusia. That's all. I feel as though there were more to it. There was. Indeed there was, but it hath no bearing on the task at hand. I should be glad to share the rest with you anon. She hates that. Fine, she says. Later then. He laughs. She looks at him and he's like, whoa, what was that? Was that a bird I just saw? Whoa, what was going on? They're kind of perfect, actually. I think they're kind of perfect. If Bismarck requires time to prepare, might I suggest a short respite for Urianger and Thancred in particular? I require no such thing. I am the picture of perfect health. Mine was a momentary lapse in concentration. Worry not on my account. You mustn't push yourself so. Please rest for me. This game has good girls in it. If you insist. Okay, so I imagine we'll take a break and then we'll speak to Urianger when we're ready to depart. You two, you've been running yourself ragged. Now, if it were Alize, I would have said yes, ma'am. I think we'll say, but I feel fine to ring. Just go quietly. Trust me. Thancred knows better. He's like, don't argue, you'll make it worse. Don't argue, you'll make it worse. All right, I'm actually really glad we picked that dialogue option. That was super cute. In that case, I leave the old men in your care. The rest of us will meet you at the split hull anon. Word of advice, never let it show. When she realizes she's struck a nerve, she remembers. By the gods, she remembers. In any case, if we must be made to rest, I know a place in Sullen that's better for it than most. Come with me. All right, so the old folks are being placed on bed rest until the next quest sequence. That's so funny. I love her. Wait, do I get to spend time with Urianger and Thancred solo now? She might be the only person who can't understand the Fey language. I didn't think Thancred could. But he also seems like the type of person who wouldn't necessarily care to understand. Like, he would just trust the translation as it comes to him. He's got enough to worry about. I actually don't remember, though. But this is as good a place as any where we will take our break. I'm going to put the kettle on and come back with tea. So it might end up being like a song and a half instead of just like one song. Maybe more like 4 minutes instead of 3. But we'll take our break here, and I will see you all for more MSQ when the song is over, and I'm back with a snack and a hot dog. Hi everyone. Thank you for your patience. It was a little bit of a longer break than I expected, but I had bread with peanut butter. And I made tea, and I chatted with Momminess, so that's nice. We were checking up on her. Let's see what Urianger and Thancred have to say for them. It was good. It was good, son. It's so simple. It's so straightforward. I gotta figure out what I'm doing for dinner. I'm feeling rice. But rice with what? Hey, here comes someone. They're just floating off in the background. Who are they? With age cometh wisdom, or so I pray. Ariadne, how old are you? May as well have a seat. We wouldn't want our elderly knees to give it. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm kind of obsessed with the friendship that's developing between the three of us in the old man's club. I think that's really funny. But I've always liked Thancred. I've always liked Thancred. He is especially likable in Shadowbringers, I feel. Because he's hot again. He was ugly for a while. That wasn't doing him any favors. To hear her speak, you'd think I'm on my deathbed. By the 12, I wish that girl wouldn't worry so much. Thy countenance belies thy words. Master Thancred! Okay, Ariadne. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Let the record show that I am here under protest. Though I can't say I mind the view. No, Zithwan, not at all. I did not like it. I thought it was bad. And if the abundance of anglers is any indication, even an amateur might land an impressive catch. Shall we try our hands at it? Yeah, let's go fishing! Oh. I wonder if the Benthos are attacking, if this fisherman needs help. Because they're raiding Clusian stores? Did they update his ARR model? Well, ARR never really looked that bad. Stormblood, however. That was not good. It's Nightshade. He was attacked on the road from the Castarium. Bailey escaped with my life? I suppose we might have predicted this. He's so funny. What is Nightshade? Also, actually, I'm going to interrupt this briefly to ask you guys a question. So, I put the fractal command bottom left corner. Would it be more cohesive on screen if it were right under the chat box? Because we do have the space for it. I just wasn't sure if it would be too heavy having a line of just stuff just on one side of the screen. But I would like to pull y'all's opinions. What you think? I guess I could move it and we could try it. You can see? We can do a live demo. Huh? Huh? Let me know what you guys think. I was thinking it would look better under or above. Ooh. Okay, you know what? Let's experiment. Yeah. I'll move it live. And we'll see what that looks like. Yeah, that's a good call. We can just test it. And then next time it pops up. I could make it pop up, but we'll keep it on its timer. Let me know what you guys think. And I might need to like nudge it so it's centered because of the condition. Yes, Unnerved Fisher will help for free. If I recall correctly, Oh, it's a local band of outlaws. I thought it would be the fish folk. I doubt they'll trouble us over much, no more than they already have by interrupting our relaxation. I'm gonna end up learning Gunbreaker for you, aren't I, Thancred? You're gonna turn me into Tankmunist. Didn't they just update Super Bolide so it's not as cool? Didn't they make a bunch of Dragoon changes as well to Nistrand? If I'm remembering correctly. I don't mind that. It's not centered, but I don't mind it. But I'll let you guys make the call. If it should be centered or if we want to try it above, we can do that as well. They've buffed Super Bolide, but it's not as funny anymore. I remember when my friends were learning Gunbreaker. Randomly, they would shout on voice call, "Oh God, I pushed the kill myself button," and I would look over at them and they wouldn't have any health. Oops, I have 1 HP. Yeah, the kill myself, there it is. Oh, it's Vaylor! Vaylor, I missed you. Where's your brother Themler? This one wasn't clever enough to bring support. Never fear, Nightshade, no match for the guard. Can you believe this? I don't even have anything worth stealing. Yeah, it takes you to 50%, so it's visually not as funny. I'll save our miscreant appear unharmed. These two have matters well in hand by the looks of it. It seems that way. And the music's real triumphant, so. I'll not forget this kindness. May we meet again. I think I have that outfit. Petition for the third Gaylor! We've got, yeah, Vaylor, Themler, Gaylor. Is that you, sir? Don't tell me we just deprived that poor fellow of the honor of being rescued by the Warrior of Darkness. We had no idea you were in the area. Fancy us meeting again so soon, eh? Why, I believe I even recognize your companion. From the infirmary. That's right, he did get sick. Yeah. You had a message for the Crystal Exarch, did you not? It's good to see you back on your feet, and on patrol, no less. It's nothing as official as all that. Strictly speaking, we're off duty. As we had a free moment, we thought we'd give a few of the less traveled roads a look. The guard doesn't have enough hands to patrol them regularly, you see. It's admirable. There are few so devoted to their duty, in Lakeland or beyond. Well, we've been talking about it for a while, and neither of us is satisfied with just seeing out our service. It feels like we could be doing more. Like we should be oh, are they gonna try to become like warriors of light? It's all about having the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through. My wife means tank and I mean healer. It's not a surprise to me. She's like, yeah, it's like, there's coordination involved, right? But as a healer, when I'm in a party, if I see anyone's health like abruptly drop, I do hear the Metal Gear Solid like alert sound in my brain. I start like, I double tap, I'm like, oh God, lilies. I've gotten better about that, but it is still a shock. Yeah, the excitable one, that's what we'll call him. Sorry, sir. I got a bit overexcited the other day. Couldn't get my words out. The name's Vonard. I'm with the guard, but I don't just want to protect Lakeland. I want to protect the lot, just like the Warriors of Light. Oh, and he's big, and there was a big guy in Ardbert's company, and this guy's a human with facial hair, and Ardbert was a human with facial... I think they're on the Warrior of Light trajectory. Sadly, our duties prevent us from venturing too far from our own little corner of Northrend. What we'd really like to do is travel, to better ourselves and go where the need is greatest. Yeah, suffice it to say, Cure 2 is on a part of my hotbar that I can't really get to anymore. So if I'm ever in a low-level dungeon, I'm gonna have to like swap through. What I need to do, actually, is organize my bars in such a way that each one has multiple setups. So if I'm in a low-level dungeon, I can just use that bar, and I don't have to worry about placing it on like the level 80 bar, because it's like, if I'm casting Cure 2, and like, you know, in a big level dungeon, something's gone horribly wrong. Everyone has to start somewhere. For now, if we can stop Nightshade from robbing the odd fisherman, that's what we'll do. And like, thankfully, White Mage has the space for it, but like, Astrologian, that hotbar is really crowded. Sage, crowded. Scholar, yikes. Future heroes of the first, do you think? It seems that way, Thancred. They want not for spirit. 'Tis but a pity they draw inspiration from so clouded a wellspring. It availeth us not to fret in idleness. We must needs press on if we are to bring Elidibus's schemes to light. Yeah, exactly. I've got them. I think I have it on left trigger for right now. But I'm going to have to remap my hotbar because Asuna is now an instant cast. So I'm going to have to change some things around. What do I want? We'll take crits. I like critting when I heal. It pains me to think that men with such pure intent are being made to serve Ascian ends, however directly. But they're right, the people need heroes. Beneath the surface. Though our respite was cut short, I dare say we are all eager to avail ourselves of such knowledge as the ruins may hold. I doubt further contemplation of Elidibus's machinations will be conducive to relaxation. We may as well make for the split hole now. I love it. When I crit a shield as a scholar or sage, I feel like the fattest motherfucker on the face of the planet. Like, I feel so strong. Hey, just hanging my dong everywhere. Like, big bar. I feel so good. Okay, but where is Split Hole? At right, okay. Then we'll go to right. And we can pop on our mount from there. Are they gonna want me to talk to someone, or are they gonna want me to dive into the water? Talk to someone. Actually, what level am I as a white mage? 87! Okay, wow, most of my classes are mid-80s. Okay. I'm gonna have to pick up Thaumaturge finally, I think. Yeah, Bunny? That's Caramel Cheesecake. I recognize that bunny. Big level is right. Wait, oh, there's a dead person. I didn't even see that. Hi, friends. What's going on? Hey, Jazar, what's up? Perhaps we ought to have clarified what Bismarck meant by a short while. To his mind, our whole lives might be as the blink of an eye. How much of a respite did you actually enjoy? Half a moment sounds about right. What's keeping Bismarck? Surely it doesn't take this long to shake off a few loose stones. Is something wrong? We rested, didn't we? Oh yeah, Thancred, totally. Are you certain you did as you were told? I'm obsessed with her. I love the girls in this game. All are present. Now we need but wait, Bismarck's coming. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn Gunbreaker. It is time. Pray make ready. My tits look great in that top. Little bunny things. Anamnesis Anider. It's a dungeon. Okay. So we had Academia Anider, which was an Amarant dungeon, and now we have Anamnesis Anider. So I'm assuming Anider probably means something. I don't know what that is. But Gunbreaker, literally. If I'm gonna heal, I believe Sunnis is a tank. I believe Caramel Cheesecake is a DPS. Do we have another DPS in chat that would like to join us for this dungeon? I did this dungeon during a DDoS. It took over an hour. Oh my god. Well, hopefully this time it's a little bit more straightforward. But I make no promises. I still haven't rearranged my HUD nicely. So the party list is still where it doesn't belong. And I still have a hard time looking at it. Where I want it to be is immediately next to this bar. But then it like cuts into the chat box a little bit. So unless I move the chat box, I don't know. I haven't decided the best way. You'd need a few minutes? My friends are doting on me. I like them. I like my friends. I'll give you a minute. Yeah, I'll give you a minute. In the meantime, I'm gonna make this party. Although we are on Aether, and traveling to Aether gets weird sometimes. So that may not be super viable, regrettably. I forget, is Aether still in jail? Does anybody know? I'm on ferry. I'm on ferry. But I know it's been pretty tough. We have some community members who especially towards the end of Shadowbringers, like, wanted to queue into stuff with us, and the entire set was just locked down. Like, they straight up just could not get in. Oh, fat cat? Oh, hang on. That means I gotta summon my fat cat and they can stare at each other. Yeah! Yes! Yes! The way that fat cats think other fat cats are, and there they are, yep. Snap to each other. They don't like each other. Stanced up. Hey! What's the announcement? Oh my gosh, Paladin, we have a bunch of announcements. New moderator, level 99 skeleton. New TikToks and YouTube shorts. We will be posting weekly, and we're doing our first long form launch tomorrow, having condensed and like properly edited with like effects and stuff. Our first Silent Hill video. I was also accepted into the Fractal Creator Program, which is really exciting because I really love Fractal. I think their products are sick and neat. I feel like I'm missing some. Oh, Lethal Company on the Discord with Twitch subs tonight. Men in Black on the Discord with Twitch subs tomorrow. No streams next week because of Thanksgiving. Also, Kendrick Lamar dropped a new album this morning. Also, Act 3 of Arcane releases tomorrow. Those are all my announcements. That's everything I got. But it's exciting. It's exciting. Yeah, yeah. Packy Cat. It's sick. I got about halfway through before I had to pause for the stream. We hit track 1. And I was like, man, this is fire. And then I hit track 3 and I was like, this is my favorite. And then it was like, no, actually, all of them are really good. It is a really solid album through and through. Everything delivers. I don't know, like, I shouldn't have expected anything different, right? But can't DC hop. I figured. I'm sorry, Zithwan. I'm sorry. It's hard. Everybody wants to be on Aether. I wish it were easier for folks to come and go, though. I remember when Dawntail dropped, I went to Dynamis to do some things with friends, and straight up could not get back to my home server all day. I was locked out all day. I couldn't get back until like midnight. It was rough. All right, we'll just queue up like this then. Zithwan, maybe like when things relax, we'll be able to get you in on a dungeon one day. Did you see how I started instinctively scrolling to Frontline? For my PvP grinding, because I want that Hand of Mercy title. Look at me, I'm back. I'm back in PvP. Where are the dungeons? John Shortcut, we are missing a DPS. Would you like to log in? I'm wanting to create a character on Aether for ages. It's so borked. It's so borked. I had to wait. I was originally on Primal, and then I came to Aether several months ago, just because I was doing a lot of Party Finder content anyway, so I was always here. And then when I started raiding, like, it just made more sense to be here, but it's tough. I feel like the other servers are at a real disadvantage just because so much seems to be happening on Aether, and it's like other things could, like, other servers could have that same kind of culture. So I always think about what it is about Aether specifically that like engendered that kind of growth and typified it. But are a few others, like I tried to, as soon as servers opened, I have a friend that's on Crystal, and I sent her a message. I was like, it's open, I'll pay for you to get over here, and she was like, great. And then I was like, oh, you're on the free trial, I can't. So I'm gonna have to travel to Crystal to play with her. But John, you're ready? Okay, I'll give Zithwan like a minute. But if it doesn't work, we do have a DPS on deck. So I'll give you a minute to see if that error code resolves for you. But if it doesn't, John, get over here. I'm gonna Mortal Kombat you. Get over here. I've never actually played Mortal Kombat. I don't play side-scrolling fighting games. No, shoot, Zithwan, I'm sorry. Next time. Or sometime. Sometime. A time. We'll get you in. Yeah, not a problem at all. It's fun with friends. Yeah, not a problem at all. All right, John. I'm gonna invite you. Arya, if you made a new character on Aether, would you do like a story skip or a level skip, or would you start from the beginning, do you think? Where's my friend list? Ha, here we go. Yay, all right, full party, let's go. And this is Cinder Drift? Right! That's the Ruby Ultima, I think, that we just unlocked. Where do regular Anamnesis and Niter? That's it. Deep in the Tempest, deeper still than the phantom Amarot of Emet-Selch's design, lies what remains of a Niter's ancient edifices. It is to an unexplored corner of this bed of knowledge that the Scions now travel, in hopes that what has long slumbered forgotten may be brought to the surface once more. Your home world cannot... Oh, I get that error sometimes where, like, I've tried to travel, but I haven't gone home and things have gotten fucked up, so you need to, like, return home and then do it again or something. It's weird. That's a weird one. I'm excited for this dungeon, though. That's Bismarck! I heard the noise and I immediately grew concerned. That tea is finished. We're on to the fresh cup. I like running through early content world, but I'd consider skipping. Main's on Primal and have an alt for an in-store. Man, them taking the holy cast time down is honestly kind of life-changing. Now I can actually slide cast this effectively when I need to. Holy is a game on 2. Anytime something is a gain on 2 for a healer, it's like my favorite thing to say. Oh, the Fuabo does have a health bar. It was like just off screen. I was like, is this enemy purely visual? Is this a decoration? Wait, so do we do the whole dungeon on Bismarck's back? Wait, this is so pretty. I want to learn how to roleplay in Final Fantasy, but I need to give my bunny a name first. But my branding, I feel like I'm gonna need to hide behind this rock. Oh, the rock is an enemy. Yes, the rock is indeed an enemy. Oh, it's so comfortable to slide cast Holy now. I always used to fuck it up. This dungeon's really neat. I could tank this. Yeah, because I don't have to lead anybody anywhere. I can just stand in one spot. Wait a minute! What the? This is a Eureka boss! This is, what's his name? That, I'm not gonna lie, that seeing this thing come down on me was terrifying because I only recognize it from Eureka. What's its name? Ovis? I remember the Fate name, but Avni. I was like, I remember the name of the Fate, but not the enemy. Wow. This Mike's a real one. What a fun guy. Hey, wait, is this our first boss? Unknown? That thing looks nasty. Oh my god, it has eyes all over its... I'm gonna stand here and hope that's okay. Hope I don't take a tank buster. He is looking at me though. Alright, we're good. This is a Final Fantasy VII enemy? Really? Oh yeah, I am the healer. This is my job, isn't it? All right, better. I think I forgot to cast Dia. I don't think my opening rotation was right. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. I do not like this creature. Ha! Fucked up my slide cast. That's fine. He's toasted. Yeah, he is. Is there a treasure chest? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Boots of striking. What do they look like? Now, I'm not a striker, but... Damn, I'm not a... Well... No, I'm not really a caster either. I'm a healer. I play other classes, but sorry everyone, thanks for waiting. I'm just a healer, I can't help what I like. Is this gonna be a big pull, Mr. Bunnis? Yes, it is. don't need lilies. This isn't hard. This isn't like hard content. I can be unoptimized if I want. Ooh, there's a coffer up here. Okay, so I'll take that stuff up later. I like this one dude who's like, no, I don't want to be in the group. I stand apart from the group. Like, just to be different. Oh, they were off screen. I thought they were dead. All right, show me what's in this treasure chest now. Ah, Choker of Slaying. I'm not a slayer. I'm not a striker or a slayer. I want to know what the gear looks like from this dungeon, like properly. I think it might be sick. What a look this creature has. The final verse? That did hit me. It was a bit of a... Are we gonna have to go in and then out? Okay, so we don't want to stand in front of that. This is the same attack that hit me last time. I just need to be further away. Our damage is fantastic. The damage is still fantastic. You know what? I believe in this warrior. Am I winning? Debatable. But I believe in my tank, so I think the answer will be yes. Oh yeah, no, tank's got it. I can't believe how much damage warriors do. Oh, I love the way their eyes glow when they have inner strength on too. There's a part of me that wants to learn warrior, but I know I would never do it justice, so. Yeah! All right. Now we will return to this one. I don't think I'd be a good warrior. Whereas, I know I'm a really good healer. which perhaps is not something I frequently demonstrate on stream, because on stream I'm very relaxed and I'm like chatty and I'm not necessarily paying attention, but when I need to lock in, I know I'm an excellent healer. Man, why? I'm not a striker, I'm not a slayer. We're not getting anything good. I'm gonna have to run this dungeon multiple times. Rooibos with ginger, cinnamon, and oh my gosh, Sathaland, that sounds incredible. Did you brew some extra to share? Share with me? Share with Bird? Some for Bird, please. I have a vanilla Earl Grey myself. Listen, I'm a summer hater. I hate summer. I hate to be hot. I hate the sun. I hate to be humid. I don't like summer fashions, and it's so hot outside that hot beverages, which I won't give up, are not as comforting. There are many reasons that I think summer is the worst time of the year. And not being able to enjoy my tea is one of them. Wait, this music's kind of sick though. Why is it kind of jazzy? Did we just get tank armor drop in the loot? I think I might have already passed on it, but I'll take a peek. Don't think it'll survive the journey from the UK. Boo, unfortunate. Well, as a kid, I liked summer because I didn't have to go to school, but I've never been fond of summer temperatures. I also live in the desert, so there are a lot of reasons why. I don't like people being able to see my legs. I don't like spending time outside. Oh, yo, hang on though. I'm gonna pass on that. Let's see, what's this look like? Now that tank armor is kind of sick. Not a single healing thing has... There has to have been 6 drops and not a single one's been for a healer. Not to worry. I knew you guys would be fine. Yeah, I also overheat pretty easily. But I won't give up my cold drink. And it's like, I love iced coffees as well. But all tea, if I'm gonna drink it for pleasure and not utility, it needs to be hot. Whereas like iced tea, I can just guzzle that. It's for hydration. It's not about the experience. Iced coffee, experience. Hot coffee, experience. Hot tea, experience. I think jumping in MMOs is like one of my favorite parts about them. Ooh. Tortle? Yes, it is. Alright, it's go time. Should I be standing here? I don't usually see a boss jump around. What present are you buying? Are you holiday shopping? I don't really know if I'm supposed to take this anywhere specific. We think this clean. Birthday party later. Oh, have a wonderful time. Oh, that's funny. That attack was called Depth Grip. Depth Grip. The depth is in the ocean. I don't think I want these hands to touch me. Okay, everyone's up, everyone's healthy. Seabed. I'm gonna pop this. I'm actually not sure if we can damage this thing while the minions are on the field. I probably can. But it's fine. It's just a dungeon. We'll clear it no matter what. I really hope I get to see what the healer chest here looks like. DPS, we've got limit break if somebody wants to throw it in. Yeah, let's go! And we got it. Are all of the items striking? You've got to be kidding. There wasn't a single healer item that dropped that whole time. Oh, I'm infuriated. This is not fair. What is this? This is anti-healer bias. We are gonna have to unbelievable. Pugilist Monk Sam did nothing but win all game. We are, in fact, probably going to have to unsync this for glam purposes, so crew, get ready for that. Just going to let you know. Oh, I guess we just leave here. I didn't get shit. I didn't get jack shit or fuck from this run. That's incredible. Sam, stay winning. Cutscene?
This structure must have served an important function. And here are yet more crystals.
I too noted the crystal repository on the way. The Benthos seem to employ them in their spellcasting.
Okay.
In such vessels did the ancients preserve concepts, ideal forms to be drawn upon in the act of creation.
That's right, because they were basically just 3D printers, the ancients. They could make anything they wanted. Go, John. Nap and feel better. I could never level Sam. I know too many good Sams. I don't think I would like it.
That so great an abundance should reside here lendeth credence to Ishtola's conclusion. This facility held great significance.
I keep thinking we're just gonna see Emmett Selk. I miss him. I miss him so much. I can't believe he's actually gone. I can't. They brought Xenos back. And Emmett Selk was like arguably a more compelling villain throughout the expansion of Shadowbringers than Xenos was throughout base expansion for Stormblood. I feel like he can't really be gone. It's wasted potential if he's gone so soon. That can't be good. I'm trying to count how many there are. I could only see 12, but I think there might be 14. And didn't we learn towards the end of Shadowbringers that there... Yes, there was something called the Convocation of 14. Note, they smart. Previously 13. The brightest minds working to prevent the final days. There's 14 people here, or maybe 13. That could be what this is. Thank you all for joining us at a niter in these most perilous of times. By the summoning of Zodiark have we been granted a reprieve, yet immutable as the laws he has woven may seem, they will not serve to forestall our doom. Nay, should we continue down this path, our fate will be the same. Oh! I said as much to the Convocation, of course, but the stubborn fools turned a deaf ear to my warning. So this is not the Convocation. This is something different. I had hoped that the defector, at least, would side with us. But I regret to report our overtures have gone unanswered. Where is my pen? Ha! A defector? From the Convocation. So, whatever we read in Shadowbringers led me to believe that the Convocation was 13 members and then became 14. But this has me wondering if it was 14 and then became 13. If the implication is that someone left. Or maybe it's a defector that's not related to anything. Whither tend your thoughts, Venat? Where you lead, we will follow. Is that the name of the defector? Venat. No! They're talking to someone here. Okay. I shall not speak ill of the convocation. They too seek only to secure the future of our star. Yet it is plain they will not countenance a permanent solution. That being the case, we must ask ourselves a simple question. Are we prepared to pursue our chosen course, even should it mean suffering the eternal condemnation of our brethren? If so, I see no further reason to demur. Let us bring forth the light that shall ever after keep the darkness in check. So
it was they who first summoned
yes,
Hydaelyn.
those are the people that summoned Hydaelyn in response to Zodiark's appearance.
Their discussion did seem to imply as much, yes. I cannot say I have ever heard of this Venar before.
Venat? Not Venat. 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 Or is he just saying that because he's British? It's probably Venat.
For a certainty, Emet-Selch never uttered the name, speak though he did, of the schism which Zodiark's advent wrought upon mankind.
Didn't we meet somebody else who was named in Amarot? And they were like, oh yes, I was friends with Emet-Selch, and he must have been, he imagined me wrong. He must have been thinking some weird thoughts about me, because I'm here and I'm not right. Hyflodius. So we've got Hyflodius and Venat, but we don't know anything about either of them. We just have names.
Some were of the viewpoint that his power must needs be restrained, and to that end did they call forth she who would serve as his shackles. We now know that it was this Venar to whom they looked for leadership.
Venar, yes.
And
he
that
is
this
silent.
place, in all likelihood, served as their headquarters. The presence of such intimate records attests to that.
Interesting.
I would hear what else they have to tell us. All of it. Did anyone see the source of the image?
I might sneeze.
The device there?
Do you...
Then let us see what other secrets it holds.
Ystrilla, do you think we're gonna get more information? Like, they've already given us quite a lot. Venar, please, why must it be you? If I may speak plainly, I would sooner it were another, any other. You are our leader. None can take your place. You know as well as I that but few support our cause, far fewer than they who place their faith in Zodiark. If Hydaelyn is to stand a chance of opposing him, I am the only one who might suffice as her heart. Rest assured, however, I shall not vanish from this world. The form I take shall ever remain my choice. And I will press you no more. Only know this, you will be sorely missed. I wonder, is this how the convocation felt about Elidibus? So, did Elidibus leave as the defector, or did Elidibus become Zodiark's heart? Literally everyone is just like,
What?
yeah, girl, what did we just hear?
Forgive me, but did that not strongly imply that Elidibus sacrificed himself to become Zodiark's heart?
That is indeed the vibe that I got.
7 hells. Then who or what are we dealing with?
The breathy, like, awe and fear in her voice when she said what was, like, incredible. And here I was thinking immortal was bad. Would someone explain to me how we're meant to kill a being who doesn't technically exist? Is he like a ghost then? Do you think we might be able to activate the device again? I should like to hear how those discussions ended. Oh. My controller died? But I just put fresh batteries on. Hang on. I think I need to get some fresh batteries again, which is weird because I put some in like 2 hours ago. Maybe they weren't fully charged, but it won't come back on. So actually, we'll take our break here and I'll finish speaking with them when we come back, and then we'll accept the next quest. Yeah, we'll just take our break here a little bit early since I need to get up and get more batteries. Yeah, Zithwan, it's really satisfying because she's usually so confident and secure in her own knowledge and her ability to understand what's being presented to her. So when when Y'shtola reacts with uncertainty, it's a big deal. But we'll pause here. We just took in a lot of information, so this is a good break to digest anyway. But enjoy the music, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Sorry we were gone a little bit longer than usual. The friendly neighborhood cat was out at the back door, and I wanted to pet the cat. So. I feel like you would have wanted me to pet the cat. I can't. What am I supposed to do? Ignore the cat? Neglect the cat? No, we attend to the needs of the cat. Yeah, we pet the cat. The friendly neighborhood cat, the FNC. Do you think we might be able to activate the device again? I should like to hear how those discussions... Reen, I sure hope so. Here I was thinking immortal was bad. Would someone explain to me how we're meant to kill a being who doesn't technically exist? Well, that's the thing, right? Does he or does he not? Well, and furthermore, if Elidibus exists as the heart of Zodiark, wouldn't that imply that Vina exists as the heart of Hydaelyn? Makes no sense. I agree, Alize. I had always assumed Elidibus to be of the same ilk as La Habrea and itself. Unsundered, yeah. But if the real Elidibus sacrificed himself before the sundering, what does that mean? That this facility shared intimate ties with the Academia and Nidar may readily be discerned from the common element in their names. That was what I thought. Based on mine observations, 'tis like that the forms housed here were conveyed unto the Academia only when required, and thence returned for safekeeping. Yet, such procedural minutiae are of largely academic interest, I concede. 'Tis unto the parties which did frequent these institutions that our thoughts should rightly turn, specifically, the followers of Vina and the Convocation of 14. To say naught of the matter of Elidibus. The device appears to activate via a form of ethereal attunement, not unlike an aether ring. Beyond that, I can say little for certain, save that we should take this opportunity to see what other records it contains. They can't give me another cut. Exactly, Sathalan, you get it. It would basically be illegal. No response. Confound it. Shoot, so we can't watch anything else then. If I may, milady, the panel did formerly emit a soft yet perceptible glow. That it doth so no longer may betoken the depletion of some essential energy within. Given how long it has lain dormant, I think it fortunate it functioned at all. That may be, but if we can't get it to work again, we'll be leaving with more questions than we've answered. The white-robed emissary hath ever named himself Elidibus. Yet if the shade spoke true, Elidibus ceased to be ere even the sundering came to pass. This calleth to mind a truth that Emmett Selk did once reveal in passing, that the names by which we know our foes are not those given to Ascians at birth. That's correct! Yeah, his name was Hades. Which, again, I think is really funny, because it's like, does that imply the existence of, like, a fucking Poseidon, or Aphrodite, or, like, I don't know. I think it's really funny. Are we gonna run into a Persephone? Is there just, like, a Hermes floating around? Like Athena? Apollo? You know, it leaves the door open, and I don't know how I feel about that. Rather, they are titles of office, afforded to individuals of merit at such time as their role becometh vacant. Perhaps the Elidibus at Zodiark's heart, and the emissary with whom we are acquainted, be not one and the same, but predecessor and successor. Ha! So, I'm gonna cut you off right there, Urianger. Because I've got notes for this. Emmett Selk said, Ascian names are titles, and they are replaceable. But he clarified that they are usually replaced by another fragment of the same soul, because unsundered Ascians may raise up a sundered fragment to its original office. So that would imply it's still Elidibus, but it would have to be a fragment of his soul. I don't know. It's possible. If the previous Elidibus perished before the final days, the one we know could still be a survivor of the Sundering. And yet, something in that explanation rings false. I will remain for a time. I would not abandon my attempts to revive the device so soon. There is more to learn here. I can feel it. In matters of aetherology, I know of none as capable as thee. If there existeth a means to learn more, thou wilt surely find it. Whilst thou art thus engaged, we shall attend to matters on the surface. Okay. I know a streamer who is madly in love with him. Renamed herself for 700. That's crazy. You may now enter Anamnesis and Niter with a party of avatars. Okay, it is 3:40. Chat, I have a question for you. Heaven's Door, how many... Wait, we've got question mark, question mark, question mark? The next quest is the last one? While it is true our findings have raised more questions than they have answered, it is not impossible that Y'shtola will gain access to additional records. If nothing else, we have spared Yulmore from invasion. Answers never did come to us tied neatly with a bow. We'll get to the bottom of things eventually. Does she really not mind working? She does not. Hopefully this will make the Benthos think twice before raiding the stores of their fellow Ondo again. Echoes of a fallen star? Like, the star as it was when the ancients lived on it? Urianger has some ideas as to what you might usefully do while Y'shtola pursues her investigations into anamnesis and Nider. Can we but uncover Elidibus's true origins, we may yet come to understand his designs. To that end, Y'shtola must needs be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. To the extent that such things are within our control, yes. Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news of his progress with the spirit vessel. He will no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well, such as they are. Oh my god, I don't even need to teleport. Are they just gonna take me back? Are they just gonna take us to the Crystarium? If they show us walking in, I feel like that's not good. Everyone's just out. Why is everyone outside? There's.
Dare I ask what's going on?
There's my cat. That's my cat.
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem. The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the Facets, and no longer wish to be so.
Oh.
In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time. But a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found.
Do they want to travel to be Warriors of Light?
As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
It's you! The Warrior of Darkness!
He does pull it off. And there's a part of me that's like coping about it. I feel like Thancred's was smaller. Like, I feel like G'raha's is a little bit thicker. Like, maybe his hair is just, like, really heavily layered in the back instead of it being an actual rat tail. Or maybe I'm just coping because cat boy.
You understand, don't you?
Well...
Someone's going to have to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
Yeah, about that.
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need.
It's a cattail, Irizenzi. It's different. It's not the same. Although now I do actually want to look at the models for Thancred and G'raha and compare what their hair looked like from the back when Thancred was in his not looking good phase.
That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
We're gonna say, well, yes, because it's a bit more complicated than that.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help. If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day. Even warriors of light.
I don't know, man. It's fishy, and we can't even tell him how fishy it is.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken.
It would be really bad. I mean, we could, but I think it would be really bad for us if we did.
They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
I need to do a bunch of fates in Lakeland. For gems. Is that lightning? What's going on?
What's happening to the sky?
is this the fucking final days that we saw in Amarot? The dungeon? Why is this happening? This can't be real.
Oh no.
This is fake. They're illusions.
By the 12.
A star shower.
I hear a voice.
What the fuck is going on?
You and all. Then why does it feel like it's inside my head? Hear? Feel? Think?
But that's Hydaelyn.
I hear it.
Me too.
Did I not tell you, my friends? You are warriors of light!
I feel like this is really bad.
You're back!
Are we going into his memory? No. What just happened? Everything's fine?
What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold!
I'm a warrior of light.
Cubs, this guy pisses Bunny off so bad. Bunny can't stand him.
I've been chosen?
Can it be?
Me, a hero.
Great voice line. Every now and then his gaze goes so fucking dead inside. Alfie, now let's... Yeah, don't go after him. Stay where you are, buddy.
Wait! The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
For something bad, probably.
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked? Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion, apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls.
Oh my god, so it was an illusion. But is no one worried that it was there and then gone so quickly? No one finds that concerning or distressing at all?
That which you and yours call the echo. And an echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed. Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it.
So that would be me.
But though sundered and forgotten through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end.
What does that mean?
Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability, just as Hydaelyn is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
Hang on, I need to read this again, I think. So, he said that we possess the echo, but it is just an echo, although it persists, and along with it, in Sundered Souls, it has given them like the cellular memory of the end of the world, and it freaks them out so bad innately that a god, Primal has to step in like, don't worry, I got you. That's insanity. Memory alone is all that it took.
The Echo hath ever been thought a gift from Hydaelyn, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto?
Wait, yeah, wait a minute. Yeah. So Ascians can do it. It's not unique to Hydaelyn. And she is just a primal. Is having the Echo, if she awakens it, like a form of being tempered to her?
Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the Echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice...
Doesn't that mean anybody could hear her voice, though? If everyone has, like, that whisper of the Echo within their ether...
One might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant.
Jeez, so she's always just out there, like, waiting for people to wake up.
In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
They did.
Just so. And whenever Hydaelyn has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
But why would she need servants? What purpose are they serving for her?
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Yeah, like, it just doesn't seem like it's helping Zodiark. Although it has to be, because Ascian.
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light. And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
Bunny don't trust him. Thancred don't trust him. Are we just gonna let him walk? I always forget they can do that. So the question for me becomes, what's Hydaelyn getting out of this? Does she even have like a thought process, or is she just like energy and a will? Right? Like Azathoth, right? Doesn't actually have any intelligence of its own. It's just hunger at the center of the universe, and all it does is eat. Is Hydaelyn just like something like if Zodiark is consuming, or what if Zodiark is whatever he is as the will of the star made manifest, and Hydaelyn was meant to shackle him, is she just always kind of repeating this out eternally? It did remind me of it. Amarot, I mean, all the fear and the sadness. Unsettling though this is, I'm certain our friends in the guard will use the Echo well. And they oh my god, they actually have it now? Though I like not what it portendeth, having been treated to so unambiguous a demonstration. I cannot well conclude aught but that star showers are instrumental in awakening the echo. Did we ever see one? Yet we need not attribute such credence to all that Elidibus hath claimed, that he too seeketh this star's salvation for one. Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's just gonna bring a bunch of light back, and then this fragment is gonna be overwhelmed. There he goes again, though I don't suppose he would have given us an honest answer at his history had he stayed. The more Elidibus reveals, the less I understand, but that he has made a fine mess of things is plain. He is gone then. I've managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to reconsider, or at least delay their departure, but as many are deaf to my entreaties. Young Thaler and Vonard among them, I am sorry to say, they have quit the guard. Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Elidibus's plans for them might be, the pair have only ever had the best of intentions. One can hardly blame them for thinking themselves heroes elect, not after having been blessed with the echo, and it's not as if they haven't shown the requisite spirit. I quite agree. Though the impetus for their sudden departure may have been words falsely spoken, the men and women in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in turn, warriors of light. Ardbert, yourself, most of all. And so I'd ask a favor of you. Speak with them ere they embark on their journey, and furnish them with what wisdom you can. They've set off for the Immoral launch, but you should still be able to catch them if you leave now. Worth the effort, I'd say. If I recall correctly, Admiral Merylwib took the time to usher you out into the wider world many moons ago. I think that comparison rather flatters Thaler and Vonard, but the point still stands. They would doubtless be greatly encouraged were the Warrior of Darkness himself to see them all. If thou art willing, I prithee go. Thou mayest safely leave the task of unfolding that which did transpire and in Nisus to us. So, to the Immoral launch. So this patch must end after we see them off. Wear an Amarang? I mean, you know, around. You again! I mean, it's you, sir. Sorry, it's been a funny old day. You can be sure we'll take those words. Do they look different? I think they do. I still can't believe it. You coming all this way just to speak to us. I swear we won't let you down. So long as it helps someone, we'll do what needs doing out there, no matter how small. And when larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. You see if we aren't. Ah, their headgear. I knew something was different. I'm gonna go with the first one. We'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior of Darkness. I keep wondering if we're gonna get a Meanwhile in Garlemald cutscene, because it's the end of the patch, but sometimes we get those. We've gotten those for a while now. I wonder if we'll get one when this is over. I feel like something terrible is gonna happen to them, by the way. Bunny's killing it. I do miss his short hair. I'm not super sold on this glamour yet, but... Okay, so speaking with the Crystal Exarch is going to end the patch. And that'll probably be another cutscene. I'm running in the wrong direction. It happens. I like how we're running with our parasol out. I meant parasol, but I think I said parasail, and that is not the same thing. probably a big deal. I was so deeply immersed in my research that I entirely failed to notice the starship. Well, it wasn't real, so... Thou art returned, and at a most opportune time we have but this moment concluded our account of all that came to pass in the deep. Oh, cups of coffee. I'm gonna be lost here forever. You caused quite a stir when you set forth as the Admiral's newly anointed envoy, you know. And Philia was delighted. The world is ever in need of heroes, she said. No, Exarch! Why? Why did I automatically target him when I'm in front of Alphinaud? He's so much further away. Well, I guess we won't know what Reen or Alize or Alphinaud have to say. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. Yeah. Shoot! That's an auto-targeting fail, Square Enix. While your findings in Anamnesis and Nider do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design, nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. For which reason, we must needs trust to Y'shtola's ingenuity and wait for her efforts to revive the Ancient's device to bear fruit. What if I were to attempt to follow the emissary? I would like if you didn't do that, Thancred. Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially for one of your experience, it does seem worth the attempt. He just can't help himself. He can't stay away from the Ascians. Then I'll come with you. Safety in numbers. He looks great here. No! Kate, what did you order and what did they bring you? In combat, perhaps, but where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you've no need to worry. Nor do I intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have the empty to attend to, don't we? I need to do those quest lines. I look forward to your return. Then it sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as it's possible, I recommend we limit our activities to the Crystarium. I thought for sure this cutscene would be voiced. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you've made any progress with the vessel? We are presently studying the principles underpinning memory transference, and I believe nearing the requisite level of understanding. Less hearteningly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results, to put it mildly. So, have they already been trying this thing that they're doing? But there are still many promising possibilities we have yet to test. Highly recommend doing the normal race for 5.3. You definitely should start the empty stuff before... Okay, thank you. I was gonna ask that. I've actually been putting it off because I haven't decided whether or not I should stream it. Got a large small thin crust veggie. That's definitely not even close to the same thing. Now, I love veggie pizza, but it's small. What good is pizza if there aren't any leftovers? Okay. We'll talk about that when patch is finished. I want to talk about empty stuff, so. Though it may take some time, we are well on our way to a solution. I shall not rest until one is found. You can rest little a bit. Because cat. Though we are all grateful for thine unstinting efforts, thou needst not labor to the exclusion of all else. If it would serve to lighten thy burden, however little, I should gladly offer mine assistance. Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure that the Crystarium continues to run smoothly in spite of recent disruptions. Perhaps I could help? There must be something I could do, even if it's just guard duty. Yeah, baby girl, we'll give you a job. But they at least... No, are they gonna bring you the right pizza? Thank you. All of you, I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of the recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray, at which time your services will be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suite at the Pendants? Now we're gonna get the voiced cutscene. Okay, everyone, buckle the fuck up. There is sure to be no shortage of potential heroes upon whose good nature Elidibus will try to prevail. The trick will be in anticipating which settlement he'll direct his attentions toward next. Ought we to inform the citizens that the star shower was an illusion, do you think? They might sleep better for the knowledge that no damage was done. I gotta stretch. Gotta find a new place. Boo! There's so much to be done and so little I can do to help, but you can count on me to play my part in the empty. I will accompany my brother to make sure he doesn't get carried away. You will do as you're told and get some rest. Both love her. Love her. I love her. She's so sassy. She has to look up at my face. I did not mean to put myself so close to you, Alize. I'm really sorry about that. He's a danger to himself. If I were Lina, I would have hit him over the head with a blunt object by now. At least then he'd lied. You've definitely done that. And we nod. She said that and we nodded. One of these methods will work. It must. Man, we look like we're about to kiss. Oh my god, I'm so much taller than you are. I don't remember being this much taller. Not enough to worry about already, but I swore that I would return you all home. I will henceforth endeavor to take breaks when appropriate while Lina is watching. Knowing not whether Elidibus or our ever-waning connection to the Sorth representeth the more pressing problem, we must needs attend to both, and risk solving neither. Never fear, I too will continue to exist the Exarch to the best of my ability, and if that means casting the odd sleep charm, so be it. Put him to sleep! Put that cat to bed! Okay. Now we're gonna go to the pendant. I have a kitten named Ree. Oh, cute! How old is she? What kind of kitty is she? I'm really, really nervous. A pleasure as always. I am relieved to see you were unharmed in the earlier commotion. If I may, you do look somewhat weary. I presume you will be retiring to your suite? Yes! Let me know if there's anything you require. There's nothing! Where did the real Ardbert go? Where's Solbert? We don't seem okay. It's Glynard from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. So this is not a voice cutscene. What's going on? A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues. Well, I did all of them, so I guess it could be any of them, maybe? We'll say... choose your favorite. Well, my favorite was Gyat. But I also quite liked Sayala. Yeah, I did them all. Sayala, I think, only showed up if we did all of them. But Yacht was the first one I did. We'll pick Ciela because I feel like if this is something special, maybe hers would be the most interesting. I thought maybe it would have been all of them and the choice didn't matter. I'm seeing now that the choice did actually matter. Fascinating. Good evening. She just comes into my room. All right. You look at us. We're appalled. Where's her manners? I was in the Excedra. I saw everything. That was Ardbert. And it was not. Twice now he has appeared, calling the people to arms, speaking of heroes. I knew this day might come. Ardbert never did reappear as a virtue, but to see his flesh stolen by the selfsame Ascian that made mock of their sacrifice. She looks pissed. Also, she looks incredible in the moonlight. I spent years searching for a means to redeem their legacy. His legacy, and in you, I found it. You slew the virtues, reclaimed the stars, you spoke the truth, and the people listened. When I heard our patrons speak of how the warriors of light had been their saviors all along, I thought at last, at long last. She looks great. I was a fool. Why does she walk like a model? I cannot ask more of you, not after what you've given, but I must. Set him free. Lay him to rest with the others in honor and triumph. Did it get a lot darker after she left? And where is Ardbert? Where is he? Where's his soul? Where's his essence? Why can't we see him anymore? Oh? In the Crystal Tower's umbilicus? It's either napping or it's gone. Like his essence dispersed, but his physical form did not.
Foiled again.
Okay, this one's voiced.
If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
No!
Art thou unwell?
What was that crackling sound?
Oh, perhaps a brief respite. It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
I'm fine. And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
Yeah, it was like a, it was like, was his arm cracking? Okay, so looking at the back of his head, maybe this was just a shadow. Yeah, we're gonna have to hold that thought. Is this Amarot? Who is this? Where the fuck did he come from? How? Is he in the Tempest right now? What the fuck? But these aren't Amarot buildings. Amarotine buildings.
The dream again.
Interesting. I was like, I was trying to remember where we had been that could have looked like that. I was like, was it Alamigo? But why would there be ancients in Alamigo? Like, that didn't make any sense. So he's dreaming. Yeah, you go to bed with a full beat. Yeah, you got, listen, if you don't have the falsies on, what's even the point of sleep? God, he's so pretty. In the source. And this guy's...
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
This voice sounds really familiar. It sounds so sniveling. And this is the same guy that was like, oh, I'll be your dog if you want. You should kill Zodiark from the last patch ending.
I have always dreamed of it.
Always?
Fire falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Xenos, what the fuck are you talking about that you have always dreamed of some version of the final days? Excuse me? Unless it's like prophetic and it's something that... No, there aren't any more ancients. It's not gonna happen in the future. It has to have been something in the past.
Indeed. Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
I swear to... I've heard this dude in something. This voice is so familiar to me.
The final days.
Could Emmett Selk have found a way to do what?
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale.
What's he been in? Xenos does not look like he gives a shit.
The tale of the world's end.
Wait. So his knowledge is secondhand, but he knows that it was the end of the world. But then in order for him to have known that, an Ascian would have had to have told him that, because everybody else forgot everything else about the Ascians. But there were only 3 Ascians, and 2 of them are dead, sad face. And then there's Elidibus, who may or may not be an Ascian, question mark. So, who's this guy? And with that, we are officially in patch 5.3. Very exciting stuff. Okay. Yes, I wanted to talk quest stuff really quickly. We're not going to make this a formal poll, but I would like everyone who has an opinion to voice their opinion in chat. There's going to be 2 different questions. 2 different... it's the same question, but applied to 2 different things. So, we have the extreme trial sequence here for Ruby Doomsday, which is Shadowbringer's version of the 4 Lords extremes that we got in Shadowbringer, or in Stormblood rather. And then we have in the middle of nowhere, which is Shadowbringer's long raid sequence dungeons. How do I want to phrase this question? Can I do these off stream, or should I stream them? I guess that's the question. My concern is that it would be so much reading. Like, I got kind of antsy and fidgety just doing all of the reading from the last 2 cutscenes that we did. And I feel like having to read constantly for like 4 hours would really burn me out. Your journal looks so clean. Is this what it looks like for non-crafters? Yes. It's perfect, isn't it? It's a lot of reading. I'd only ever recommend the middle of the Nowhere quest line. Both are amazing. I feel like people would want to see reactions to both. Okay. Maybe there's a compromise here where I try it. We try. I literally read out loud. I wish I could listen to that person talk forever. They're both great, but the empty ones are my favorite side quests in the game. What we could do is we could give it a shot, right? I could set aside a stream block and we could try it. And if halfway through I'm just like fidgety because I've just been talking too much and my mouth is dry and I'm not comfortable and my head kind of feels like it's vibrating, we would have to stop. The raid quest line is more important. Okay. Well, lucky for me, I have a couple weeks to think about this because we will not be streaming next Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I will be traveling for the Thanksgiving holiday in America. So I've got some time to think about it. We might come back the Friday after this Friday, and try to do a little bit of the raid side quest. And if it feels like it's just too much reading, then we could start 5.3. If it feels like it's not, we could stick with it. Or I can think about it and mull it over and make a decision independently. Not sure how you feel about some parts of the trial question. In general, I find that the storylines are usually a little bit weaker around those anyway. It sounds like if I had to pick one, we should do the raid. But I've got a little bit of time to think about it. So we'll see. This is where I will pause for today. We will have Lethal Company community game night tonight in 90 minutes at 6 p.m. Pacific on the Discord channel with Twitch subs. If you would like to participate, please do. If you would like to watch, please do. You do not have to play. People will be streaming it. Not me. I've streamed enough for one day. But other people will be, so you can see it on Discord, not on Twitch. So you can come. Hey. Who just cast Aspected Benefic on me? Who did that? Wow, some really nice Astrologian just cast I feel like I should track them down and give them, like, regen or something. To answer a question from a half hour or so, Unending Journey level 5. I don't remember what I asked. I don't know. Everything about Shadowbringers has been really strong, Irizen. I've been really impressed with the narrative quality. I'm gonna have to replay it. And I also need to replay Crystal Tower before 5.3. So I've got some gaming to do off stream anyway. For those of you who missed the announcements, game night tonight with Twitch subs, Lethal Company, 90 minutes, 6 p.m. Pacific. Movie night tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific with Twitch subs. We'll be watching Men in Black on the Discord. And I have posted some new shorts to YouTube and TikTok. And we'll be debuting our very first long-form video edit tomorrow, just before stream, which I'm really excited about. So if you're interested in keeping up with the content on those platforms, please do follow and or subscribe at your leisure. Otherwise, I will see you tonight. Is that the Astrologian? Oh, I can't tell. I don't know. Man, that is a bunny, though. Bunny and cat girl healer. That's what it looks like. They look fantastic. I will see you tonight on the Discord for games. The Alliance raid is skippable, but not the trial. Normal. I guess I've done the Alliance raid already because that was the near one. Yeah, that one's already done. I knew that wasn't like plot connected, so that one I just went ahead and did off stream anyway. And I'm so glad I did. That was so much moving, reading. It was fine, but I would not have enjoyed streaming. But this is where I will leave you. Let me see if there's anybody online we might be able to raid before we leave. You know what? Nothing's really jumping out at me. And also, I do want to make sure I get some time away from the computer before I come back for Lethal Company. So, yeah, this will be where we pause it. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for the conclusion of 5.2. I will see you in 2 weeks. No, I'll see you tomorrow, but no streams next week. Okay, I'm getting hungry. I gotta eat. I gotta raise my blood pressure. Sugar. Both of those things, probably. Okay, I love you guys. I'm gonna see you on Discord and see you tomorrow for Silent Hill. Bye.